Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PWOnlyIAS YouTube channel, as well as to the Titan and Pinnacle batch current affairs students. Please confirm whether the audio and video is clear. Tarika, Rajalakshmi, Tarans, Durgeshwari, Amit, Nadira, Rumpa, Suman, Megha, Manupriya, Ayushi, Anil Reddy, Nirupama. I'm fantastic. How are you all? Sakshi, Jayashri, Ichabilai, Sadhana. All right, people, getting right into it. The topics what we will be handling today are fighter fleet, atomic stenciling and solar activity, environment. From environment, we have National Red List, COP30, Forests and Green India Mission. From culture, we have Gyan Bharatam Mission and Dogri language. Research and development, only one topic, USA and China. Under polity, model code of conduct, contempt of court, POCSO misuse, Supreme Court and surrogacy, PF guidelines, regulating AI. From international relations, FATF, internal security, cybercrimes, agriculture, natural farming, soil trouble, economics, railway infrastructure, rooftop and solar, crude oil, inflation and fiscal space, trade deficit, FDI, and core sector, digital transactions. I want polity series to be continued very badly. I want it, please. Evil Magnus. I cannot continue it anymore because I am teaching polity. That is the reason. I'm teaching polity at offline as well as online. I earlier used to teach it for Pinnacle batch. That is the reason it has been discontinued. My sincere apologies for the same, because even like you, I have to follow the orders from the top. All right, people. So let us get right into it. The fighter fleet article, basically, this article just talks about 2-3 things here. You can go through it because you need not actually by heart these data or values here. Overall, let me tell you what this article is trying to highlight. What the article is trying to highlight is, number one, we have a shortage of what? Air fleet. What do we mean by that? Yes, too many topics, so I want all of you to cooperate with me here. Please don't try to spam the chat section either in YouTube. I mean, Pinnacle and Titan, I know they will behave, but in YouTube, please don't spam it with unnecessary questions. So the air fleet, whatever we have, that is the number of fighter jets, whatever we have. Number one, we have less number. How? Let me put it to what extent? Current strength, if it is 29 fighter squadrons versus sanctioned 42, where we need one fighter squadron easily means 30 to 40 fighter jets will be there. Okay, one squadron, 30 to 40 will be there. 29 is what we have now. What we really need is 42. That means easily 400 to 500 aircrafts shortage is there. Whatever we have purchased from Rafale, the Rafale, whatever we purchased, that is insufficient. Then what we have is a light combat aircraft called Tejas, which took more than 30 years just to manufacture. This is again not sufficient. Whatever aircraft now we are going to manufacture, even light combat aircraft, why it took mostly 30 years, or any other aircraft also, even if we try to manufacture, the biggest hurdle is we don't have a made in India aeronautical engine. We don't have it. Whatever it is, we'll have to import it. And there that itself, goes for a toss. Therefore, our whole thing called as being independent and all, when it comes to our defense force, especially Air Force, goes for a toss. So the only hope right now is to collaborate, where tech transfer is involved. And in this matter, only one partner we can trust, and that is Russia. Anything else means we have no other choice other than import it. Getting the point here? That is the idea here. Squadron is a term. term used in the military parlance actually. One squadron simply means, when you say a squadron, a flight squadron means, it simply means for one particular wing, one particular section, where 30, 40 aircraft will be there. You are in charge of it. So you would have heard it in the movies and all, squadron leader, etc., etc. Clear? So the MiG-21, we have retired it. It is no more. It will no more will be used. We are now planning for other things. But whatever we are planning for, we need at least 2 squadrons per year. That is 30 to 40 aircrafts per year. And overall, India needs at least 200 to 250 fighters. Rafale is insufficient. Government plan is what? A contract for 114 Rafale, 18 off the shelf next fiscal. Off the shelf means directly we are taking it from the shelf. That is, what is already manufactured and kept in France, we are going to take it on an immediate basis, 18 numbers. Clear? Because we don't have engine. That is why we are coming up with what is called as a Kaveri engine. I don't know whether you people have heard of it. The only solution is to come up with our own engine. That is Kaveri engine. Clear? Now, in this Mamala also, no surprises here again. But China is actually moving on to their 5th to 6th generation aircraft. This is where China is. We are still somewhere between 3rd to 4 or even 4.5 generation aircraft. This is where we are handling. Even this year, the 4th or the 4.5 generation is again because of Rafale. So we are actually behind them. Getting the point here. This is the point. It will absolutely take time. Clear? So you can go through that. Next comes is atomic stenciling. Here also, I will tell you what this is about. You know nanotechnology, correct? Nanotechnology means you will have basically nanoparticles. Most of the time, the particles used, the nanoparticles used are what? Gold. Gold we will use there. Very small particles which are generally thinner than hair. Very, very small. But one of the major challenge here was always to get them arranged in certain structures. It was very difficult. You can have nanoparticles, but to arrange them in structures, make them form shapes, 3D shapes, any shape you want, that was a challenge. Now that has also been overcome. How? By using by using what? By using atomic stenciling. Now what is this atomic stenciling? So stencil, you know, right? You would have used it in your school days and all. There will be, let us say, a shape like this. You put your pencil and color and then remove this. Then you will have S there in whichever color you want. So you can just shade it like this. Take the scale away. S will appear there in perfect shape. Similarly, you take a stencil and spray on these gold nanoparticles. Atomic stenciling it is called. Because this is happening at a very small level. Atomic level, almost you can say it is happening at atomic level because very small. So what happens here is now you are shading, you are giving it a slight color to this. Correct. Only certain parts of the gold particles are now what? Shaded. As a result of which, now you can make it into any shape that you want. Got the point here? This is the idea. Is this engine completely in use or not? No, brother, they have only started developing it. Please understand, brother, sister, I don't know. Jayashri, I think sister only. So basically the point here is, these have only started. Air Force Chief had gone on record very categorically. He had gone on record to tell that he is not at all satisfied with the way Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is functioning. Because like I told you, more than 30 years it took. just for manufacturing one Tejas light combat aircraft. That is the reality. Clear? Rakesh, see, there is no hard and fast rule as to this is first generation, this is second generation, third generation. There is no hard and fast rule as it is. But basically it tries to showcase the advancement in technology. So that when you talk about fifth generation, sixth generation and all, one of its main feature is it cannot be detected in radar. That is one of its main feature. Radar, you are not going to detect it. So that is the reason why we are tying up with Russia, especially for the manufacture of Su-57. Got the picture here? That is the reason we are tying up with them. Because you won't detect it in the radar. Guaranteed it is not going to come in the Chinese radar. Clear? So, moving on now. Behind China, why the WDMMA ranked India in third rank? India in third rank in what? Please expand it. I need the full details. Don't simply say, what is it? We are head of China on something or not. On what it is. Give the full detail, Mohit. So let us see here. Gold nanoparticles with polymer patches at the atomic level. Okay. So how is that done? That you need not worry. But what is used? That let us see. Iodide atoms are used. These iodide atoms, if you see, iodide is again in use for another reason. That is silver iodide. Cloud seeding. Same iodide over here. So this is one of the chief features of iodide that you need to remember. Iodide is always like it can work at micro level, atomic level. So once you spray the gold nanoparticles with these iodide atoms, then you can make any structure that you want. That is the idea. Getting the point here? Okay. The jury is still deciding whether it is third rank or seventh rank. 3D superlattices, the Holy Grail. Holy Grail. Holy Grail is simply him. It is a usage again, what we use in the English language. When we say that holy, it is a Holy Grail means that is, if you achieve that, it is like everything will fall in place. With nanotechnology also, the Holy Grail was actually to get the nanoparticles arranged in different shapes and sizes, especially 3D sizes, 3D, three-dimensional. This has been made possible now, thanks to atomic stenciling. Now you can use sensors, you can use it as sensors, you can use it for drug delivery, you can use it in electronics. Actual idea of foldable phones, not the foldable ones what Samsung has come out with. Proper foldable phones which are made out of, polycarbon, where not glass actually. If you drop it on the ground, it is not going to break. You can fold it and put it in your pocket. On your shirt, if you tap the shirt again, the display of your phone will appear. Then swipe it, you can see what messages have come, etc. without even taking it out. World Directory of Modern Military Aircraft. Mohit, is this you're asking? Brother, World Directory of Modern Military Aircraft means, again, understand the aircrafts, whatever we are having, which one is made in India? Brother, see, don't always go for this half-baked information. Nike Apache helicopter coming from USA. Hercules C-30 coming from USA. Sukhoi coming from Russia. Rafale coming from France. Drone technology also. Even drones are considered to be part of aircrafts only, part of the Air Force only. Drones also, when you talk about it, is either coming from France or it is coming from Israel. What is made in India here? Get it very clearly. One rank is not, ranking is of no use. The fact, I have given you the facts here. That is the reality. More phone content. So this, the rest of it, you can just go through it. So target again, targeted drug delivery, ultra efficient catalysts. Catalysts, especially it is of importance, especially when you are talking about hydrogen, oxygen, fuel cell. Smart or adaptive materials. Meta materials manipulating light or sound. Okay. Okay, that will have 3D hologram. Okay, where is that coming from? Are you from Kerala? Ade Kerala Soumya Rath, please, people to the YouTube community. Any other mentoring related queries, I will take it up towards the end of the class. Not right now. Not right now, Aditi. Ask it in the group. When it is coming to the solar topic again, so we know you have the solar, sun is there, from where you constantly keep getting what? Coronal mass ejections. Coronal mass ejections means these are like, not like, these are like solar storms. High energy radiations coming out. I mean, this is not at all surprising considering the fact that you have here nuclear fusion reaction of hydrogen, helium. Obviously, it will emit high energy radiations. It's nuclear radiation after all, it will emit it. Getting the point here. This now, these energy radiations, what is coming out, these are capable of frying the circuits of the satellites which are there around the earth. So you have satellites revolving up, rotating around the earth. Then these types of radiations will come. And these radiations can easily fry all the circuits of all the satellites around the earth. So I need to find out this problem. Like, I need to find out how can I detect this. As of now, why are these radiations not burning it is? The only reason is because the magnetic field of the earth. The magnetic field of the earth is the reason why these radiations are getting blocked. If these magnetic radiations were not there, then all these satellites would have got fried long time ago. In addition to that, we also would have felt the intense radiations very easily. Got the point here? Now again, because of this, what happens? This point and this point, the major areas where that strength of magnetic field is very high, that is where you are going to observe Two phenomena in the sky. Can anybody tell me what is the name of this? In the North Pole and in the South Pole, you will see this green color pattern on the sky. Can anybody tell me what is it? Very good. Auroras. Got the point. Why are we observing or why are we able to see this? It is because of these radiations that are coming in and the interaction that is happening between the solar storm as well as the magnetic field of the earth. Got the point. Now what are we going to do? So basically, sun, earth, moon. Okay, let us keep it like this. There are certain points called Lagrange points in outer space, or here they are basically L1. Just a minute, people. Okay, my diagram is slightly wrong here. It will not cross the sun. It will be outside. L1, L2, L3, L4, L5. These are called Lagrange points. Why the term Lagrange? These are the points where the net gravitational force is what? Net gravitational force is 0. Net gravitational force is what? 0. That means the satellite will remain there as it is. It is not going to move here and there. It will remain there. It is perfectly balanced out. Normally, when you launch a satellite near the earth and all, what will happen? What will happen is, because it is close to Earth's gravity, that satellite will rotate around. अब ये क्या हुआ? Yeah. If a satellite I launch here, what happens? It will rotate around the Earth. Or if I launch it closer to the moon, it will keep moving around the moon. Or if I keep it too close to the sun, it will move closer, keep rotating the sun. But here in these points, when I keep it, it will remain there as it is. This is what we have managed to achieve through the Aditya mission. The purpose of Aditya mission is again to learn about what? These coronal mass ejections of the sun. That is the purpose. NASA's solar probe is called Parker. It is the closest man-made equipment that has gone very close to the sun. Clear? Clear, people? So this is what it is about. Just go through the article. All right. Coming to National Red List. National Red List is just like IUCN Red List. We are also going to prepare a national red list for all our flora and fauna, that is plants as well as animals. More than 11,000 species status. We will be making a list of it according to just like how IUCN has made a list. The list will be ready by around 2030. All right. First national red list assessment, 11,000 species. By 2030, it will be ready. That's pretty much it. And for this purpose, it's a fully government funded project. 95 crore has been allocated. And this supports India's commitments under Convention on Biological Diversity and Kunming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. Guddu Kumar, even if you are a real person, you're the most selfish person that I have met as of today. From like in the last 1 month or two months or whatever. Stop being so selfish. All right. You're only preparing for your 12th standard. Why you want this many people's negativity and go and write your board exam? You know how many people you're creating frustration here for? I have pregnant mothers sitting and preparing for UPSC exam. I have people for whom this is their last attempt. It is do or die for them who are attending this YouTube live session. You know, थोड़ा ज्यादा नहीं चाहिए, थोड़ा हमदर्दी, थोड़ा दिमाग इस्तेमाल करो, ज्यादा नहीं चाहिए. COP30. COP30, a Belém summit in the Brazilian Amazon, prelude to COP30. So COP30 is going to happen much later only. And we'll have to wait because it will be an important thing. What is COP30? COP30 is actually Conference of Parties. COP means Conference of Parties. To what? To the UNFCCC. Getting the point here? Conference of Parties, UNFCCC. So, UNFCCC, whoever are the signatories to it, they come and meet. That is UNFCCC for you. Now, goes without saying, when you're preparing for your environment especially, Frontline Commission led to the creation of the word sustainable development. And slowly, one of the first and the most important summit in the world as far as environment is concerned. Don't apologize. Always understand there is a person who is having a struggle bigger than you. Understand that always. I told you, I have always been telling in all my YouTube classes, everything that is preparation related, wait till the end of the class. You already saw the list of topics here. 2026, many are giving their attempt. You're still in your 12th. Bachcha hai tu abhi bhi. This led to two major things. One was Agenda 21. What about the other one? Under Agenda 21 again, what conventions were adopted? I made only a rough diagram here. I have not made it fully. Fully, you will sit and make. You will sit and make the full diagram. That is right from the convention first Frontline Commission report, where they mentioned the word sustainable development for the first time. That date to from there, from the Rio Earth Summit, how different conventions have come. You need not actually worry about all the years, because Rio Earth Summit, okay, 1992 we have it pakka, but we cannot actually put a year for convention on biological diversity or UNFCCC and all, because it's difficult. They would have discussed in 92, but it got implemented in a later date. So what you are going to do is, you will write down all the conventions / protocol in a chronological order, purpose, any targets are there, conventions or protocol, the purpose, the targets, and then year is not required. Funding, if any, you will make a table. This itself constitutes around 30% of environment syllabus. Clear? Hosting COP30 in Amazon as COP of truth. So the next conference of parties will be hosted in Amazon. Brazil hosted 1992 Earth Summit, origin of UN climate, biodiversity and desertification conventions. That is what I mentioned it over here. UN CBD, then climate change, convention on desertification. Clear? What is 30? 30th. It is the 30th in number. Global targets and deforestation by 2030. Triple renewable energy capacity. Amazon deforestation have halved in 2 years. Means Brazil has managed to reduce the deforestation by half in 2 years. They have also launched this tropical forests forever facility, for which Brazil has pledged $1 billion, invites global investment. How does this TFFF works? TFFF, how it works is, let me tell you. So I am Brazil. You are investing. You invest into this fund here. Now I will monitor your overall forest cover. If it is the same, it is no deforestation is happening, I will give you a certain return. Now from where will I get the money? You have invested inside me, right? In this fund you have invested. I will take the money from here. I will invest in other places. It could be shares of Adani, it could be shares of Ambani, it could be the shares of Apple, whatever. I will invest in other things. I can even invest in sustainable projects. Got the point? The return, whatever I get it, I will give it on the basis of what? Who has managed to maintain their forest assets. That is, it has not increased, not decreased. How can I know it? Satellite imagery. You cannot fool the satellites. Satellites will pinpointedly tell you where green cover is there and green cover has reduced. Number one. Number two, who has managed to increase their forest cover. That also. Getting the point here? It is the second country to file, aims 59 to 67% emissions cut across sectors. Apparently, Algeria is the first country to give it. In 2015, Algeria has given the emission cut. India also had given around the same time period only, 2015 only. What is this NDC? NDC means nationally determined contributions. which is based out of common but differentiated responsibilities. Common but differentiated responsibilities means every country has to reduce what? Has to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. But for the global north has a higher target to bring down compared to global south. Why a higher target has been given to global north? Because obviously these are the original industrialized nations. The original industrialized nations which have, what is it led to doing industrial revolution, etc., setting up iron steel factories. They have polluted the atmosphere. Now they have gone into what the full sustainable way and all. But they polluted the atmosphere royally to become the developed nations of the world that they are there today. Global north, when you say, understand it is not geographic north. Global north, when we say, it is generally in a reference to what? It is a reference to the rich nations of the world. Global south, when we say, generally it refers to what? The poor nations of the world. Poor means we are not talking about they are literally poor, but compared to them, it is so. That means developing nations, underdeveloped nations, all those will come under global south. So global south countries has a lesser emission reduction target. Global north has a higher emission reduction target. However, many developed nations were not happy with it. So finally what was decided was, fine, each country, you can decide how much greenhouse gas will you reduce. That is why you call it nationally determined contribution. So India gets to decide how much greenhouse gases India will reduce. Not what is said by UNFCCC, not what is said by UN or UNEP or anybody. Getting the point here? NGOs, no brother, it is all about country here. Clear? Ambani created Vantara in Gujarat for this purpose, to increase their funding from TFF. No, it is only for the countries that it is given. Ambani, why does he require funding from them? Ambani will save more on taxes by actually spending it on Vantara. Understand that. Corporate social responsibility, CSR activity. Easily he will end up saving more money rather than going and investing in TFF. That guy can basically buy Brazil if he wants. %88 of power of Brazil comes from renewables. This is all about Brazil, by the way. Brazil's data, this is. So just read it. FYI. I already told you that common but differentiated responsibility. Coming to a related article only, that is forests. Everything, there is always a plastic. There is, between global north and global south, there are a lot of debate. One is with regard to, especially right now, it is to do with technology transfer. The other is to do with funding transfer. That means USA and Europe has the most sustainable technologies available with them. That is the least environmentally polluting technologies USA has, Europe has. So what global south is demanding is, why don't you give us that technology, which USA and Europe are not ready to give. Second demand is, okay, then give us the money at least so that we'll be able to buy these technologies. For that also, USA and Europe are not really ready. Why we are investing in this idea COP30? For the simple reason that look at the, what is it, situation in Delhi. Look at the situation in Chennai. Delhi and Chennai are the classic examples of worst climate disasters, climate change. Again, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh. So we need to actually invest in these things. Climate change is a reality. And if we don't start taking the methods and efforts for it, and collaborate with countries internationally, you will have more and more ecological disasters in the country. All right. The revised Green India mission aims to restore 25 million hectares of degraded land, forest and non-forest land by 2030. So, two topics we saw today, but 2030 is the target year. 2030, you will get the national red data list. 95 crore is the budget for it. For Green India mission, the target is what? To restore 25 million hectares of forest and non-forest land by 2030. So this is a revised target. The original target was actually 5 million hectares. All right. Carbon sink target. Create an additional 3.39 billion tons of carbon dioxide equivalent carbon sink by 2030. Carbon sink simply means you are having more and more trees. So somebody, when they asked also for Delhi and all, what is the only solution? Only one solution is there for Delhi. Plant more trees. Stop all the construction activities with immediate effect. Literally stop allowing any diesel vehicles to ply in the city of Delhi. These are the sum of the solution. Encourage more electric vehicles, more hybrid vehicles, run in petrol and battery. Other than that, whatever they are doing right now, cloud seeding, etc., these are all highly unscientific and will not give any long-term solution. And whoever is in Delhi right now, whoever is smoking, breathing that air, let me be very honest with you, the air that you breathe, as you keep on breathing it, particulate matter is going to enter your body. And that once it enters your body, it is not going to exit that easily. This can trigger cardiovascular diseases, this can trigger heart attack, lung cancer, bronchitis, asthma. 25% of the people of Delhi will keep dying every year simply because of breathing related issues or directly as a result of air pollution. The only problem is so far nobody has conducted a study that is okay, air pollution is there, so people are dying. The direct correlation you can never establish, because many of the times what you see is the same people will be having something unhealthy lifestyle will be there. They are either sitting, they don't exercise, or they have drinking habit, they have a smoking habit. I don't understand why will you actually have to smoke in Delhi now. You don't have to light a cigarette there, because whatever you are inhaling is even more dangerous than a cigarette. It is that is how pathetic it is. Getting the point here? Chennai, climate change, seawater entering in. With every bad weather, rainy season, what happens is, especially northeast monsoon, this time there was not much of a cyclone related trouble in Chennai. But normally what happens is, during the northeast monsoon time, cyclones are easily formed in Bay of Bengal. And when cyclone hits Chennai, what happens is, the sea level rises up. So what happens is that water will never enter. Sorry, the water enters from the sea into the city. Normally, when it rains, what happens? After 2-3 days, the water level should come down. But in Chennai's case, that is not happening whenever it rains heavily. Because the sea level has to subside. Until the sea level subsides, that water will remain there as it is. Mr. Rahul, that is entirely in your hands. I am not setting the question paper, nor do I know you, nor do I know to what level of preparation you're done. You're talking about just 10% preparation done. Anybody who is preparing for UPSC, let me tell you, before you give your prelims, you should have wrote at least 50% of the previous year questions. 50% of the previous year questions of optional 1, your optional GS 1, 2, 3, 4 and essay. Clear? How do you access if they are already lethal? Delhi people can't go for running. Exactly, Aditi. Chennai face problems near end of November or in December. Yeah, it can start even now also. So basically, past performance, afforestation over 11.22 million hectares. Forest and tree cover rose from 24 to 25%, from 25 to 2023, 24.16 to 25.17. That means if you look at it, it is an increase of 1.01%. But many people have criticized this. Many people have criticized this. This increase, what they tell is this is not actual increase. This is only because they've changed the definition of forest. Forest definition has been changed. That is any area which is having greater than or equal to 10% density of trees. Where the density of trees is within that area is more than 10%, equal to or more than 10%, then you declare it as a forest. I'll tell you what is the problem with it. Even if you have a sugarcane plantation, you have a tea plantation, coffee plantation, rubber plantation, all those will be categorized as what? Forest. That is what it is. It is not about that original forest what we have in our mind, where all types of trees will be there, wildlife will be there. That has not increased. They have changed the definition, and that is the reason why this has gone up. What about ethics? Even ethics, see everything. Last 5 years, when I say everything, GS 1 to 4, your optional, your essay, you should be mains ready, at least 50%. Without that, any attempt you're talking about, 26, 27, 28, 29, it's of no use. Those days are gone, where you could have simply did some jugaad and you could have cleared it. Those days are gone. China is not offering anything. China is only selling their, selling their air purifiers as well as mock towers. China is not providing any technology as such. So what we can learn from China is Shanghai, which was China's most polluted city, where after 2 p.m., there was a public announcement basically that no child should be allowed to go out and play. To a certain time, nobody was supposed to go out and play. It was the most polluted city. Very pathetic it was, air quality. Today, you won't even find Shanghai in the list. You won't find it. Why? They did not do the jugaad what the Delhi government is doing right now. That is going and spraying water right in front of the air quality monitors. So that somehow we can maintain the air quality levels close to 300. 300 itself is pathetic. Anything above 100, first of all, is bad news. Anything more than 200, 300, what looks like, the score of a cricket match, it's absolutely bad news. So what they did was that they kept monitors everywhere to find out what is the individual cause of the air quality index to rise suddenly. Finding out individual causes and eliminating it. So wherever they found, okay, industries were the reason, they ensured that all those industries have proper air filters, and air filters are kept for their chimney and all. Electrostatic filters are there, chimneys are there, which will attract or hold all the dust particles, and only very less amount of greenhouse gases with particulate matter are released. Like that, they started targeting, and they brought it down. They even went on a plantation drive. So these are the things what we need to learn from China. Got the point here? But obviously, the real estate mafia in Delhi, they will never allow the government to even pass such a rule that construction activity in Delhi should be put to a halt on an immediate basis. Even now also, construction activity is happening in and around the NCR region without any control. Yes, I have told in my own class multiple times, firecrackers won't directly lead to pollution because we don't have any data to prove it. But one thing goes without saying, that with every firecracker being bursted, air quality index worsens. And during the Diwali time period, even the farmers in Punjab and Haryana, they know this is the best time for what? To burn the stubble. Because how will the satellite get to know? What is the difference between a firecracker bursting or a stubble burning? Satellite is not going to get to know the difference between the two, because from the top view, it is only going to see everything as what? Smoke, smoke, smoke and smoke. This is the reality today. Exactly. Demon Hokage, please go out and play. There is no mindset and all. It is all about sit and study. That's it. There is no mindset. IAS के लिए एक अलग mindset की जरूरत होती है. आपको IAS खाना है. सोते वक्त भी IAS होना है. पीते भी IAS करना है. And while going to the toilet also, you will shit out IAS or what? Don't do all that, okay? This is just a job. Only difference between a private job and a government job is what? That is government salary. This is private salary. That's it. Ultimately, you can only do things, be it in a private field or in a government field, as per the orders that you get from the top. Always keep it in mind. There are many people out there, IAS ki, ha, hu, ha, they will do. Utna scene nahi hai. It is just a job. Understand? The faster you understand, the better this thing you have. Clear? Correct, Nelson? Odisha? JFMCs, this is like joint forums with the communities there, forest management communities, where revenue sharing model it is. Whatever revenue that is generated, it has to be shared with the communities there. Biodiversity sensitive plantations using mahua. Why mahua? Because that is the local tree there. Tamil Nadu doubled their mangrove cover in 3 years, boosting coastal defense. What were the past mistakes that we made? Monoculture plantations like eucalyptus and acacia, both of which will cause what? Groundwater depletion. Eucalyptus, yes, it has certain advantages. Eucalypt oil, etc. They can be used. They are good for the skin. Any skin allergy or diseases are there, you can use eucalypt oil. You can also use it for headaches if you have it. All that it is good. But what is the main trouble with it is, it will deplete the water. And this place here, Pirni Hath, that is in Meghalaya. Clear? Reserve your question till the end of the class, Rahul. I'll deal with it later. Just for one student now, I cannot hijack the class. Campa corpus of 95,000 crore. What is this Campa? See, Campa is basically fund that is available for afforestation. Afforestation, you are having fund. From where does it come from? Say there is a company, a private company, that will divert forest land for non-forest purpose. They will have to pay money. This money goes where? To Campa. At what ratio? 90% for states, 10% for center. But the interesting thing is, even this also, it is not utilized properly. Even for a city like Delhi, if you see, out of the total fund given to Delhi, how much has Delhi utilized from 2019 to 2024? Just 23%. Well, one reason, that is the only reason. The only reason is what? Aam Aadmi Party was ruling in Delhi, and it was BJP that was ruling at the center. So we know one thing for sure, that these two never cooperated. Because anything that was there where Aam Aadmi thought, oh, BJP will get credit, they won't do it. Wherever BJP felt, oh, Aam Aadmi will get credit, they also wouldn't allow it. So this tutu meme went on between who suffered silently there? The people of Delhi. So we will have to see now what changes are going to come now that you have the same party in power in Delhi as well as at the center. No, not in corruption. It is just that it is not given sanction. See, I can give you 1,000 crore. But when you come with a request and if I tell you, no, I'm not going to give permission for this. Because if you remember when Aam Aadmi Party and BJP, this was there. Aam Aadmi was in power. Always you would have seen in the newspaper also issues between Lieutenant Governor and the former Chief Minister, Arvind Kejriwal. And then the central government on the other side. This triangular love story used to happen always. Got the point? It always used to happen. Now you will not hear this. Because it's the same set of people everywhere. Hum saath hai. That is what it is now. Too early, Aditi. See, false PR and all, see, it is too early to say. Because environmental things, let me tell you, you're not, today you do something, tomorrow you're not going to see it. You will have to wait at least 10 years. It is a gradual thing. Today you constructed or planted trees, tomorrow everything will become hunky-dory in Delhi. Absolutely not. That is a reality. Clear? You guys are always hungry. Who is hungry? UP planted 39 crore saplings. See, making living conditions better, it is easy to say, but according to the Supreme Court ruling again, right to clean air and drinking water is a basic fundamental right under Article 21. You can have a nice house, everything. Right now, what is happening in Delhi? People are having nice house, nice car, bike, everything is there. All they don't have is what? Clean air. People from Delhi sometimes when they say, but your city, that is city where I come from, Bangalore right now. Your city has the worst traffic. Oh my God, Bangalore traffic. All that I'll tell is, and then what about the air? Bolti band. All said and done, Bangalore is the only metropolitan city with good air quality. I'm not joking. Bangalore has very good air quality. Those who want to know it, please, Delhi people, once you come and visit here, you will know. सांस लेने का मजा क्या होता है. Clear? These people are always talking. Ishika, how old are you? Just a doubt. Sakshi, that is the backup plan. That is the backup plan because gone are those days where I used to enjoy teaching. I really want to become a villain in any this thing, Telugu, Kannada, movie, etc. I would like to become a villain because less dialogue. So I'm also hoping somebody will cast me. Then I will run away from here. Even if I meet you on the road also, I will say, eh. All right. This is not May month. Sahil Dahake. Different section. So Gyan Bharatam mission. This Bharatam mission is basically to keep a digital record of all the manuscripts. Manuscripts means old writing. Getting a point here. So for this, we have signed MOUs with 20 institutes. 30 more to follow. Asiatic Society, Kolkata, University of Kashmir, Srinagar, Hindi Sahitya Sammelan, Prayagraj, Government Oriental Manuscript Library, Chennai. Basically, you can see north to south, east to west, all the institutes are connected. That's all that is there about it. Dogri language. Now, this again is about the fact that Dogri language is, that is one data, let us understand first. More than 220 languages have actually become extinct in the past. What is it? 50 years. So basically, like I've always told you, see, language is something that will eventually end. Now that reason, now I have made a video again very early that is about the new education policy. Under that video again, most of my friends from Tamil Nadu had come there, taken the liberty of abusing me. So let me tell you, the fear again that is there, let us say Tamil or Kannada and again Marathi. So Tamil, Kannada, Marathi, these are the three languages again where we have heard these language issues happening. But at the heart of it, the thing is what? It is all political. There is no doubt about it. It is all political maximum. And obviously, it is being given unnecessary hype and media coverage. Media also is equally responsible for making it sound as if some big issue had happened. Again, when you notice who are the people that are getting targeted. Now, Tamil Nadu, I don't think that level of issue is there. That is, if you don't know Tamil, they will come and beat you up. That I have not heard of so far. Maybe I have not seen such news. Maybe. But we have seen that happening in Karnataka. We have seen that happening in Marathi. In Maharashtra. Mumbai basically. Not Karnataka. Bangalore largely. And then Mumbai. So yes, why this is happening? So be it the common element to Bangalore and Karnataka. If you Bangalore in Karnataka, Mumbai in Maharashtra is The presence of locals have decreased in both these cities. The localites that you talk about, that is, people are born and brought up in Maharashtra. The Marathi people, when you see in Mumbai, they are actually a minority there. The same thing goes for the Kannadigas in Karnataka. Why they have gone down? The reason only is that they did not get access to quality education. Quality education that was available, relatively available in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. That is, I'm talking from school level to college level. Professional colleges, etc. When you talk about these states, people from these states got the advantage of it. Hyderabad doesn't have this issue. Even though Hyderabad is sitting inside Telangana, it doesn't have this issue because in Hyderabad, Hindi also you can speak. So their issue is not there. Whereas in these two places, what happened? The people from that state, Kannadigas in Karnataka or the Marathi population in Maharashtra, because the education standards were poor, they were unable to what? Access the opportunities available in these two cities. They were not able to access it because obviously when education is not good enough, they won't get it. So automatically what happened? People from other states started coming in. This is the reality. See, banning the Hindi language. See, I'm telling you, the politics part of it is very simple because last time when there was a Hindi issue, etc., what happened? Politically speaking, Congress never won inside Tamil Nadu again. Congress now, the current Tamil Nadu, whichever party we are talking about, nobody is worried about Congress actually. Because now current government, if you see DMK, they are an alliance partner of India Alliance. Now they want to take out BJP out of the issue. Now BJP, if it is shown as BJP is imposing Hindi, BJP also will never win a single election inside Tamil Nadu hereafter. Because Congress, this issue started happening in the 1960s. 60 years down the line, Congress has not won inside Tamil Nadu. 1 or 2 seats here and there, what you win, it's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about winning the state election and forming a government there. Congress has never succeeded. Now they want to oust BJP also in a similar fashion. That's the only thing. Now for the other fear that people will say, if Hindi is imposed, then we will forget our mother tongue. That is absurdly wrong. You will never forget your mother tongue as long as you are within the state. You can learn any number of languages. N languages if you learn, you can be within the same state. You are never going to forget your mother tongue. You will forget your mother tongue only if you go outside the state. So right now, if you see, my Malayalam is not so good. Because sometimes when I sit and think, I actually have to sit and think certain words. This, what is the word for it? Because obviously I'm inside Bangalore now. But I can see my Kannada is slowly improving. Because obviously I'm inside Bangalore. And I make it a point to speak and communicate in Kannada. And bottom line is very simple. Again, the people of Tamil, whoever is telling, Tamil Sindabad or Kannada Sindabad, the political parties I'm talking about, or Marathi Sindabad, whoever it is, bottom line is, they will never put their children in government schools. They will never put their children in government colleges. They have made enough money where their children will always study where in foreign schools and foreign universities. Language is the key towards what? Learning an alternate language is the key towards elevating your life. You can change your life standard. The reason why I got a job at PW again for the simple reason was because I was able to handle Hindi as well as English. That was the only reason. Yeah, other than the fact that I teach also reasonably well. So knowing another language is actually your ticket or visa to quickly get out of poverty. You're already rich, then no need. You need not study any new language. Khandani wealth you have. But you want to get out of poverty, one quick way is what? Learn maximum languages possible. That will actually take you out of it. It offers you new opportunities. Clear? So this is what the thing is. So even if you, again, the next point. Now some of the suggestions given are, let us now, and another thing is, see, English Hindi. Even now, for example, one example I had given, this is again all from the Hindu mind you. This is not my own analysis or something. Punjabi, again, being spoken among the Punjabis is declining. Punjabi people are moving towards Hindi mostly to communicate. Why? Because it's like a classy thing, apparently. This is reported in Hindu, not my observation. Because if you're speaking Hindi, it is considered as, oh, okay, they are educated. Not that Punjabi language, that Shuddha Punjabi, what is spoken by the farmers of Punjab. Not that Punjabi. They are actually coming up with Hindi these days. Same way, other state people, other state, from Kerala onwards, anybody else, if you see, talking English is considered to be what? A sign of, again, education. I am not saying it is. But let me tell you, to all the boys out there, if you think that a 6-pack will impress a girl, or a 7-pack will impress a girl, or a 26-pack will impress a girl, you're wrong. You take off your shirt, nobody is going to impress. But let us say you speak fluent English, reasonably well English, trust me, girls will fall for that. Unfortunately, in our country, even today, 75 years after independence also, even today, if you speak fluent English, done. Girl will fall for you immediately there. Why I'm telling girl will fall, I'm not talking it in a sexist terms here, but I'm basically trying to tell you here that, now obviously, impressing a girl is not an easy job in India. Correct. We have less number of girls and more number of boys. So the competition is very tight. But the moment you start speaking English, a girl will fall for you means it is seen as a sign of education. It is seen as a sign that you are well read. So many people actually speak English in their home, not using their mother tongue. My point here is, you can bring anything in school. Any language can be taught in school. But if the language is not going to be spoken inside home, then it will remain only on paper. Got the point here, people? Correct? Syed, how will you lose your language is the question. Because new education policy also, when you talk about new education policy, says there is English, then there is, two Indian languages. Where the state can choose the 2 Indian languages. So, one is obviously the mother tongue, then the other one is a third language. So, third language. So, for example, I learned Arabic when I was in school. I did learn Arabic till my 8th standard. But I don't know one word of it. Why? Because obviously my mother and father never spoke it. So, did I forget my mother tongue Malayalam? Did I forget English? Did I forget Hindi because of that? Absolutely not. So, let me tell you, until and unless you actually speak it in the home, I can teach you Hindi, I can teach you Kannada, I can teach you Dogri, I can teach you Assamese language, I can teach you Manipuri language. But as long as you don't use it in the home, there is no threat to your mother tongue. That is the reality. Keep it in mind. Even if you still feel, no sir, no, my mother tongue, Sindabad, fine. When you go to the interview, don't show that. When you go to the interview, please give these same reasoning what I give. Either you tell the truth or you fake it. Telling the truth there in the interview board will only seal you what? One more attempt. Go lie outrightly, whatever I told, even if you don't believe in it. Because in that 45 minutes, you should impress the board. Get into the rank list, get lost to Labasna. Clear? Nah, Aditi. NRIs are staying outside, not that they're staying inside Punjab. Please understand. R&D, China and USA. Sir, adinu logic illa. Edini logic illa. What logic is not there? See, forgetting mother tongue, again, like I told you, that has largely happened because now, for example, how did Latin die? We all needed to communicate in a common language. Mother tongue will die only when school education is ignored. Please understand. When school education is ignored, that is when mother tongue will die. That is the only reason here. And school is actually a state subject. Primary education, secondary education, it is a state subject. States are responsible for it. If school is not giving proper education, let us say, school is not giving proper education. I know there are no employment opportunities in my state. Nobody wants to invest in my state. Now I will have to go outside. So what will I do? If I have to go outside and if I have to communicate, I will end up learning whichever language it is. Very simple. It's a case of survival. It's a case of survival it is. So school education, wherever it has been ignored, there only the language has died ultimately. Where school education is pakka and proper, language will not die. Mother tongue will not die. Simple funda. Basic education has to be ensured. Primary education, secondary education. There is nothing wrong in it. Bro speaking fluent English and a girl getting impressed in the 90s. Not now. Rahul, I think I don't know. Okay, I don't want to show off. Leave. Also, we'll think if the person is in. See, that's all a perception. I'm telling you again. Now, among the southern states again, Kerala is the state where more than 90% of the population speaks in their mother tongue at home. This was found in a survey. And this is the state again where almost every language will be spoken there. Every language. Allu Arjun Telugu hero has a fan base in Kerala. Even before he became this national sensation. Had. Even now he has. Tamil movies are a bigger hit in Kerala sometimes compared to Tamil Nadu. Certain movies, they become blockbusters in Kerala. Why there is no Malayalam, Sindabad, etc. Why you don't hear it? Why you don't hear it? Because the Kerala government schools are the reason for it. $1 billion reason is that people there actually speak it. Use the language there. That is the reason. So even when you say Kerala has a huge immigrant population, people coming from UP, Bihar, maybe Uttarakhand, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, etc. When they come there, you know what do? They put their children in these government schools. They put their children in the government schools where the children end up learning Malayalam. I'm not joking. They end up learning Malayalam. They even say that they are not having any intention of going back to their home state. They are actually happy being in Kerala. Because one of the fundamental reasons there is in Kerala, a child is not going to be ostracized because of caste. Whereas in most of the schools, why school education got neglected in most of these states where you're telling mother tongue died, the mother tongue died because Hindi was imposed. No. School education was not given importance because if you're going to give importance to school education in one single caste, you will have to keep all the children from all castes. From the general category, the OBC, the SC, the ST. Is it practically possible? You tell me. Is it practically possible in India? In Kerala, it is possible. Kerala, it is absolutely possible. Is it possible in your state? Where everybody will be sitting together in one class. Even in rural areas. Even in rural areas. Don't highlight 1 or 2 cities and tell me no. Government school, all children, all caste sitting together. This is the logic. Still Malayalam is spoken. Nobody, from where are you getting your information? Isn't people speaking Malayalam now considered not cool among the elite Gen Z? See, elite Gen Z is there everywhere. That is there everywhere. In every society it is there. And that is actually a very minuscule population. That is not elite when you say, that is actually a small population. That is not the huge population. That is the answer. This is the only answer to it. The real reason why the whole language issue, the education system, everything is there. It's because of the language issue is a result of what? Pathetic school education system what we have. And what is the reason behind it? Why no government especially will not take a risk here, putting all the caste together? Because caste is politics. Caste is politics, caste is economy, caste is life in India. Getting the point here? R&D, China and USA. So basically, our mega monkey, Mr. Donald Trump, has decided to cut down the contributions, that is the donations for research and development for colleges, etc. He has decided to bring it down. China has decided to increase it. So let us listen to some fun. So these are the funding cuts what he has done, which is called One Big Beautiful Bill Act, July 4, 2025. 56% cuts to NSF's $9 billion budget, 73% reduction in staff and fellowships. What and all cuts he has made. All these are about whatever cuts, funding cuts Trump has made for various institutions. All right, this entire list. Now, where is China standing? 8 of top 10 universities now Chinese. Chinese Academy of Sciences ranked first, ahead of Harvard. Only non-Chinese entrant is Max Planck Society, Germany. Top university. Chinese university has overtaken Harvard. Let this person come out is what I am telling. Let Trump come out of this whole, let his presidential term get over. Because otherwise what we are going to witness now is, Indians will be actually moving towards where, towards China for their higher education purpose. Because all the research activities now henceforth will be in China. Getting the point here? Illegally occupied, nothing. See, illegally occupied also will be restoring. Legally occupied also will be restoring. Sahaya, racism you will find everywhere. Please understand. Racism you are going to find everywhere. In Kerala also you will find racism if you are not a Keralite. Amongst Keralites also there is racism. There is regionalism. People from northern Kerala will generally try to judge people from southern Kerala. That is inherent in every human being. Racism is not unique to one place or something. Racism is there everywhere. Please understand. We are known for it. Human beings means racism. One more. Look at the funding now, okay. R&D spending for 2023. US spent $823.4 billion. That is even after making all these cuts also, still 823.4. Whereas China standing just $40 billion away. 780.7. That means China will soon hit what? China will soon hit $1,000 billion just for what? Research and development. $1,000 billion. 1,000 billion. Can you imagine that? And with this country, we want to compete. Forget it. That is what I would say. Forget it. Another 20, not 20, 25, minimum 50 years it will take simply to even reach this figure. Getting the point here? That is different story, right? See, again, point here, Mr. Defense by Offense India. So basically one fellow, I think he's from Kerala, he's telling that most of the Keralites are going abroad. Why Keralites are going abroad? What is the reason for it? An average Keralite will never shy away from learning another language. That is the reason. That is generally there is a joke again. That is any part of any corner of the world you go, you will find a Keralite there. The reason is that we don't shy away from learning a language. That is the reason why you will find it. So when some of my friends will come and say, see, USA now, they are shutting down. What will you people do? Or Europe is shutting down. What will you people do? Europe and USA is shutting down. Fine. We will go to Africa. Africa will get shut down. Then we will go to South Pole. South Pole also gets shut down. North Pole we will go. There also it shuts down. We may go to Mars. You don't have to teach a Keralite actually how to survive. Because they know one basic skill. Go, travel, number one. Number two, learn the language of that area. That is inherent in almost every Keralite. That is the reason why they survive. Got the point here? So this clearly indicates the R&D quality of China. Clear? Communism is not the reason, Adidev. The reason is simply because they have a government which will take decisions. There is no opposition in China. Recently, for example, China came out with a rule that in TikTok, basically, TikTok or in any online platform, if anybody is giving any opinion, okay, if you're giving an opinion, let us say on health, you're giving an opinion on health, if you don't have a degree, if you're giving an opinion on health without a degree, then you shouldn't give it. Only people who have degree in that subject can give an opinion in that field. China made it. Did people create any ruckus? This is our freedom to speech and expression. Andolan, Supreme Court challenge, then Supreme Court came with a ruling. Nothing. Government decides, it is done. You would have also noticed that always you will only hear government said this, government said that, the People's Republic of China did this, or the Chinese Communist Party did this. Only you will hear these. You will never hear that China's judiciary came out with this statement. You will never hear that. Because there is no, forget NGO, forget public opinion, forget opposition. There is only single party rule in China. So whatever the center decides, it is followed by the state or provincial governments and then by the local government. Top down. It is done. They will either take good decision or they will take bad decision. But decision they will take. In India, we have too much of democracy. Andolan, ye mere khilaf hai, ye wo hai, etc. As a result of which, what happens? We never end up taking any decision. Always there will be some or the other issue. That is the problem. Clear? Ends up speaking Punjabi in my school. Very good. This model code of conduct. Now, what is this about? See, model code of conduct kicks in from the time Election Commission of India gives a press conference. Where in that press conference, they will announce what? They will announce the dates of election, the counting, when it will happen, and then finally, declaration of results. So they will declare it, phase 1 of election, phase 2 of election, etc. All that they will give it there. So from this press conference, once it starts, from this date onwards, basically what? The model code of conduct kicks in. Model code of conduct means you are not supposed to seek votes in the name of religion, in the name of caste, even in the name of region, and most importantly, no new schemes are also supposed to be announced which will affect the election choices of the voters. Getting the point here? No new schemes you're supposed to do. This is what the law says. But the law doesn't say this. That is, for example, I know now in Bihar election will happen because 5 years. Right, 5 years, that is the term for a government. I know now 5 years is about to get over. Election will be announced during this period. I know it. I'm central government. I know this very well. So just before this press conference starts, I will announce a scheme. As per law, if you see, law will basically look into the technicalities only. When did it occur? When was the scheme announced? Was it after the press conference or was it before? Correct. That is how it is done. Because this was done before the press conference, this is valid. This is valid. As per the legal loophole it is. Got the point? It is a legal loophole. This is what the currently it has happened also, especially with regard to the Bihar Mahila Rozgar Yojana, 10,000 rupees to be given to 75 lakh women plus rupees 2 lakh as bonus. Similar plans are there. Like this is similar schemes were also announced, like say Grihalakshmi in Karnataka, Lakshmir Bhandar in West Bengal, Ladli Behna in MP, Mahalakshmi in Telangana state. So this is like, this has become like a trend. announcing especially women targeting scheme. Women targeting, as you can clearly see, why women? Almost all the men can say that is, mard ke haath mein control hai. They can do all that, but ultimately, any married man will tell you the Home Ministry, the Finance Ministry, etc., and the Supreme Court, everything rolled into one is the wife. Wife who is getting the money, all right, who is getting the money from the government, the subsidy or whatever, the fund, whatever you are talking about. Once they get the fund, they will tell their husband, I think we should vote for this party. A female, once she says this party we will vote for, it will become a family choice then. Everybody will decide. Getting the point here. That is why this target especially. That is the reason. Getting the point here. It's not a question on freedom of ECI. It is just the fact that the laws are like that. Now, the other counter argument I will tell you. The counter argument is that, now, okay, you shouldn't announce any scheme. You shouldn't announce any scheme then. 1 month before the election, 2 months before the election also, you shouldn't now announce any scheme. Let us bring a law like that. Then what it means, no activities, developmental activities in the state for anywhere between 4 to 6 months. Anywhere. Because it is not necessary that the election will get over in a single go. Sometimes some issues can happen. So 4 to 6 months, you're not spending 1 rupee in that state other than existing schemes. No new infrastructure projects. Nothing you're supposed to do. So that is also not good. So you're understanding, for everything there is another side to this. So the only thing what we can expect is what? This is the need of the hour is what? Political ethics. Exactly. My money is my money. Her money is her money. My money is her money. Her money is her money. Adarsh P. Now he wants to know whether I am supportive of BJP or whether I am supportive of Congress. Okay. I will just quote Supreme Court here to the Adarsh P. So basically, if you remember now, right now, the Supreme Court, Kapil Sibal, he presented a case there telling that because of the special intensive revision exercise which had taken place in Bihar, more than 60 lakh people were deleted from the voters list. 60 lakh people lost their vote. Kapil Sibal made a very, fiery appeal or a statement in that side of the Supreme Court. You know what the learned judge in Supreme Court said? Supreme Court said, bring one person. You are telling 60 lakh people lost their vote. We also agree. 60 lakh names, more than 60 lakh names have been deleted from the voters list. 60 lakh. Bring one person from the 60 lakh. Not one he was able to produce. Which thankfully, newspapers, everybody just hid this part of the information in the inside pages where nobody will read it. People will generally read only till the editorial. After that, they'll be, that's normal news. It was given there very clearly. Not one they were able to produce. This clearly indicates that there were more than 60 lakh fake voters in Bihar alone. Getting the point here. Understand this. This is not something that happened in 2019. This is not something which happened in 2014. This is there since many years. Slowly, these were added because this 60 lakh, what was that? This is where fake voting, etc. used to happen. Now I have taken it out. SIR, that is the reason why now the ECI is conducting it in all the 12 states now to find out who are the genuine voters and non-genuine voters. Unconfirmed reports from Kerala says that Kerala, with just a population of 3.5 crore, has more than 4 crore Aadhaar cards. Media reports these are. I am not telling it. How is this possible? 3.5 crore population, more than 4 crore Aadhaar. Clearly means there are bogus people there. bogus, fake Aadhaar cards, etc. are there. So this is the reality. And as far as the argument goes, that what Mr. Rahul Gandhi has said, that one female voted for 223 times, there are only two ways to know it. Either that person should have done it. 223 times that person should have voted. Number two, Election Commission of India provided a CCTV where it was visually seen that 223 times that person voted. Both are not available because ECI does not have the videos with them. Getting the point here. Another thing is, as per Election Commission rules of India, any dispute with the election, you have a 45-day time period to file your petition in the High Court and call the election what? This election is fake or void. Which has not been done by the Congress party even in a single election. And as far as the vote chori argument goes, some of the data, it is basically called shooting in your own foot. Some of the data what he has produced has been from those constituencies where Congress has won. This is the reality. $1 million question needs to be asked is, if the data is pakka everything, then challenge it in the court. Earlier, the same stunt was pulled off as far as EVM is concerned. EVM is hackable. This was the argument. They took the whole thing, EVM, VVPAT to Supreme Court, where 4.5 crore votes were verified. Not one vote was found to be invalid. This was found by the Supreme Court itself. Don't come behind me now. He is supportive of the party. Supreme Court. Supreme Court said not one vote is fake or invalid. That narrative got over. Then there was a Ladakh issue. That narrative got over. So each and every time a new narrative comes, it is there for some time. Then it goes down. Now suddenly Ladakh people don't want their 6th schedule. Now everything in Ladakh is like all calm and quiet. Why? Think. Steadily you look at it. Steadily you look at the pattern. Look at all the data. Look at all the data being presented by both by the government, the Election Commission of India, Supreme Court findings, as well as the data provided by the opposition. You start analyzing it objectively, you will get your answer. Opposition states why they are arguing against it. We will have to wait and watch. That I don't want to reveal it as of now. See, on one point they are telling, that is opposition basically, one side they are telling, there are fake voters, correct? Because now since yesterday in the media especially, the discussion is Brazilian Janata Party. Brazilian models are also brought to vote, etc. Whatever be the narrative. So there are fake voters. There is no, question about this. There is no dispute on this. This is what the Congress MP Rahul Gandhi has said online, like live in whatever press conference he has said. So don't you think we have to find out who are the fake voters? Correct? We have to find it. And this only way to do it is what? SIR. Special Intensive Revision of Election Commission of India. To find out the people who are the fake voters and who are the original voters. Correct? The Congress is complaining that there are fake voters, and Congress is also opposing SIR. कहना क्या चाहते हो? What do you want then? The next question. Don't write it in your paper and all. This is my question also. Let us say fake voters are there. Fine. Then we should find them. So for that you need SIR. Why are you opposing SIR then? That is the question. You don't take anything for my word here. Alright. I always keep telling my students, even if God comes to you and tells you something, tell God, please wait, let me check myself. Everything check by yourself and come to your opinion. Don't ever support one political party or the other. It is a futile exercise. When I say don't support, I mean don't support BJP, don't support Congress, don't support Aam Aadmi, don't support Communist Party, don't support DMK. Support the government, state as well as center. Do I respect the Karnataka government? Absolutely yes. Why? Elected by the people. Do I respect the Kerala government? Absolutely yes. Elected by the people. Do I support the central government? Absolutely yes again. Supported by, elected by the people. Simple. This should be your attitude. Got the point here? Don't fight over politics. You will only lose friends and you will make enemies. Coming to contempt of court. Contempt of court, when you talk about two types are there. One is civil contempt. Civil contempt means not listening, not obeying. Don't write listen, that won't be a proper word. Not obeying the court order, court decree, etc. Second thing is what? Criminal. Criminal contempt means, let us say you are using very abusive language. Number one, you are talking about the court. Let us say destructive, not constructive, destructive criticism. Destructive criticism means it is not based on facts or data. It is more like a personal opinion, which will actually cause prejudice against the, you'll get a negative opinion against the judiciary, which brings down the standards of judiciary. That is criminal. This is civil. Means some fine you will have to pay. Civil. Criminal means you will have jail time. Got the point here? See, BJP is in power. They are influencing the institution. Again, I am asking you, how? Maybe it is like this. Maybe it is like that. There is no scope for maybe as far as a IAS officer is concerned. An IAS officer will give the facts. Based on the facts, he or she should speak. For us, it is BJP, for BJP, Congress, etc. For them, what it is? Being in power. And I will quote, okay, a statement which had appeared in the media. What happened to all the corrupt Congress MLAs and MPs? Where are they today? Well, they have joined BJP. Simple. Understand it very clearly. For them, ultimately, it is a number game. Securing 50% seats in Lok Sabha, 50% in Legislative Assembly. For you and I, let us not, BJP, Congress. Why? You. Get the point very, very clearly. So don't lose your sleep over these things. Where are the data? Where is the fact? Get it properly. And $1 million question. If I really had the power to influence the election, I should be an idiot that I couldn't secure even 272 seats in Lok Sabha. I even ended up losing in that constituency where Ayodhya Mandir was inaugurated. I could have easily made BJP win in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, West Bengal. Easily. Who will ask? Anybody will feel, oh, okay, it is the centers, because of centers, certain policies. I could have always created the narrative. You would just explain this to me. I have the power to change the election. This is what the first thing I will do, right? Minimum 272. Why do I have to go and form an alliance with TDP? Answer that. Please understand, it's all a number game. It's numbers for them. We are just akdas for them. Everybody, whoever is listening to this class, your only job is take care of your family. For that, what you need to do, please do that. Only your family will be there with you. Live for your family first. The civil and criminal. Clear? Now, what are the articles for it? Article 19.2 and Article 129 and 215 for the High Court. It is also defined under the Contempt of Courts Act 1971. Clear? Then, what are the cases? Ashwini Kumar Ghosh versus Arbinda Bose. Fair criticism is allowed, not contempt. For example, now when the Supreme Court says, remove all the dogs from the school areas, remove the dogs from that area, etc. Supreme Court is telling it. My $1 million question is that the real important concern right now? Caste-based killings, rapes against women. Another rape was very recently reported from the state of Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore. Keeps happening on a regular basis. West Bengal a few weeks back, when a rape occurred, the threat that the men who perpetrated the crime, what they said was, better cooperate or we will get more men to rape you. This is the reality in our country, and we are suddenly the highest judiciary, the apex court of our country is worried about dogs. And what the apex court is telling? Apex court is basically telling to find shelters for these dogs. Shelters for the dogs. Where is the space for it? Where is the fund for it? There are people dying on the road without, in Delhi, who are not having what? Shelter. People are sleeping on the footpath. But that is not a problem. We need to put the shelter for dogs. Fund them and even provide them with food also. Pareva. As of every other problem in this country has been, with a abracadabra, magic, we have finished it. This is a classic case of judicial activism. Why judicial activism? Because this is a policy issue. Executive should be deciding this, because executive needs to see, governments needs to see how much fund they have. Is it even practical? Where is the space for it? Getting veterinary doctors, getting the immunization, sterilizing them. Where is the money for all this? So my solution again, not my solution what has been done in Australia. When the kangaroos number increases in Australia, this happens every few years, it happens. Certain seasons are there where their breeding activity will be a little on the higher side. So when the population increases there, what do? They capture again, Australia being Australia, they have the exact numbers. So they have counted it and kept. When the number is a certain above that, they will take that extra, a certain percentage of that additional population, capture them, take them outside somewhere, outside the reserve. There they kill them. Kangaroo is the national animal of Australia. Australia is doing it. A well advanced developed country. If Australia can do it, kill their own national animal to balance the food chain, support the ecology, maintain the ecological balance. What is stopping us from actually culling the additional stray dog population? I'm pretty sure many women will come out on the road now and start crying. How dare he say killing stray dogs? Reality is reality. If dogs' number starts increasing to an incredible level where it is a threat to human population, you will have to definitely cull them, kill them. That is the reality. See, Swapnil, I'm not disputing the fact that stray dog bite is not a problem. I'm not telling it. But my solution again for that is extra stray dogs. That is, okay, in a locality you need 3 or 4. That even I will agree, because safety, security. Beyond that, you have a whole khandan there, 4 or 5 generation, great grandmother, great grandson, everybody are there. Like one big gang. Take them out, na? Start taking them out. What is wrong in it? Simple. It is not Indians are emotional. See, one thing you must understand here again. In this whole activity, you must understand. Dogs are the only creatures again where you need to give it what? Anti-rabies vaccine. Even if it bites you also, you need to take an anti-rabies vaccine. I'm not telling for other animals it is not necessary. Cats will not come and bite you unnecessarily. Nor will a monkey attack you unnecessarily. Neither crow, hawk, eagle, they also won't attack you unnecessarily. Rats also will not come and bite you unnecessarily. Until and unless, obviously, you are a newborn baby inside a hospital in indoor. So basically, this is the only animal for which you need an anti-rabies shot. Both for the dog as well as for the human being who gets the bite. And this industry, this anti-rabies vaccine industry, it's a 1,000 crore industry. 1,000 crore. I mean, not a surprise, right? 145 crore people are there in this country. Correct. 10 rupees per 10 rupees also if you keep per head. It's 1,450 crore. That is the reality. This is the point. Clear? POXO misuse. POXO misuse again. This article basically is about Supreme Court asking the center to include sex education in schools. In educational institutions. That means obviously schools only. This is especially to all the boys out there. So many are there who are in school again. Let us say you are 15. Your classmate is also 15, obviously. You are a boy, she is a girl. Both of you ended up having consensual sex. Her parents came to know about it. Her parents came to know about it. They will file rape case against you. And the rape case will be filed under POXO. Prevention of child sexual offenses. Getting the point here? Child sexual offenses. That means, agreed, you are also a child only. You are also 15. You are also below 18. But the law is very clear. You are also less than 18. But the law is very clear. You had sex with a girl. Now you will go for what? Minimum 10 years. You will go inside and you will come out only by 25. Around India, everywhere, north to south, east to west, this POXO is the Brahmastra used by the girl's family if they get to know the girl is in a relationship with another boy. This is the Brahmastra that they use. Getting the point here? Yes, if both of you are above 18, then obviously rape charges doesn't exist. But still you must understand, if still the girl is pressurized, girl's family pressurizes to file a rape charge against you, it will be her word against yours. You will have to prove that it was consensual and it was not a rape. Getting the point here? The thing about Indian law is that, not Indian law, everywhere it is like that. If a woman says, I was raped, let us say I am a woman. If I say, oh my God, I was raped, that's it. First arrest, then only the questions will be asked. Got the point? Only then the questions will be asked. So keep it very clear inside your head. Don't think that mard hai, kuch bhi kar sakta hai. Kuch nahi kar sakta. Rape case is filed against you. See, trust me, as a guy, you go inside jail for murder, you go inside jail for smuggling, you go inside jail for anything else, marpeet, etc. Still okay. But once a case of POXO, rape is filed against you, go dag. That dag will not even go, no matter with how many surf excel you take bath. Getting the point here? Be very clear with this. Girl agrees, girl doesn't agree, none of it matters. Underage she is, alright. Boy and girl had sex, the boy will, parents files a case, boy will go to jail. Then he will have to fight it out. He will have to take the case till Supreme Court to deal with it. If boy is minor and girl is of 21, oh wow. Oh my God. Boy is minor. Chalo, 17-year-old boy, 21-year-old woman. Then in that case, you can file POXO against the woman. Then that case, you can file it against the woman. It has happened apparently. I think in the state of Kerala, one case was there like this. 1 year back or something, there was a case. POXO case was filed. That boy was still in his 10th or 9th standard. That is one case. Why there is no punishment for that girl? That is another discussion altogether. So basically, Supreme Court found out that POXO is being misused and sex education needs to be given altogether in every educational institute. And again, another important thing is consent needs to be taught to most men. Even though I say this, the reality today is that provisions of POXO are being misused. No doubt about it, especially by girls' parents. That misuse is happening. But what is the other side of the reality? The other side of the reality is, as far as sexual crimes are concerned, On an average, the conviction rate is only 60%, which means out of, let us say, out of 100 cases that are filed, rape cases, 100 rape cases, 40 will go free. See, West it is there. In West, let us say, for example, you go there, that is a 15-year-old girl walks into home during dinner. She will say, Mom, Dad, I need to tell you something. I think I'm pregnant. Mother will be like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. My child is going to become a mother. That will be the reaction. In India, basically, Kema will happen of that girl. Kema is guaranteed. Getting the point? Clear? So that is different. Case by case basis, judges are making an exception. Case by case basis. So for that particular case, they are giving that ruling. For that particular ruling, that is for the particular case, okay, they got to know classmates, it is, they were in love, etc., etc. The judge will ask separately the girl and the boy. They'll ask the parents to leave out. They will ask. There, they will do it. Clear? Yeah. All right. So that is what it is. Most of the cases are not filed exactly. So that is what. On one side, you have misuse of POCSO cases. On the other side, whichever girls file for a rape case, there is a 40% chance that the perpetrators of the crime will never get punished. And then you have people in positions of power making statements like, girls shouldn't go out at night. See, here again, let me tell you 2-3 things. When I was in Delhi, me and my friend were walking on the road. This was around 11-12 o'clock in the night, because back then, Delhi days, we were all night owls, staying late in the night reading, then going out for a coffee and coming. So back then, one day what happened, a car came and suddenly came very fast and braked near us. Stopped near us. 3-4 men were there inside. So then they were like, Hindi malum hai? Hindi malum hai? They were asking. So I was with my friend, I knew Hindi, so I said, yes, malum hai, boliye. Basically said, hamare saath aoge kya? I am like, I was like, why? So he said, because we are all drunk and there is a police checkpost there. So you drive the car till the checkpost. So I was like, okay, I'll drive it till checkpost. Then how will I come back? They were not expecting that question or whatever, I don't know. They were giving that. And that is when I really saw their faces. All the 4 faces were giving absolute dirty looks, like the creepy look. So they were drunk. From one look, I understood they were all drunk. So my friend also, he slowly started, like he kept his hand behind me and he slowly started telling me in Tamil. He started telling me, Dada, va, 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 idu seriyilla, edo seriyilla. Thankfully, by then a truck had come, entered the road. These people, with the same speed they came, they went off there. We went back. We shared it with our friends also. You know what is the first question that our common friends told us? Why did you go out? Why did you go out? This time, why did you go? We were like, coffee. You could have got coffee here only, na? Why did you go out in that area? And it was not really a main road also. So why did you go through that? So this was a simple question. There is nothing wrong that how dare you question my freedom. Got the point? How dare you question my freedom? We don't say that. Because it was a genuine question. Why did you both go out at that time, that place? Getting the point, you. Getting the point here. It is not about, see, again, girl or boy, when you go out, always remember, don't be like Abhimanyu. When you are going out, you should have an exit strategy with you. How are you going to come out? Always keep this in mind. Your girl, मैं मर्द हूं, मर्द को कुछ नहीं होता, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. There is nothing like that. Understand it. 4 or 5 mard comes together. You are 6 foot tall. You are learnt in karate, kalari, whatever. It is of no use. So always keep a backup plan. It is important. In India, it is important. You want to go out, don't go alone. Call all your girls gang and go. You are going out, get all your boys gang and go out. Why? Own the space. Getting the point here. Consent is taken for granted. Exactly. See, everywhere it is there. Trust me. Everywhere it is there. At least almost all the guys would have had experienced creepy encounters inside bus and in railways. It is just that nobody shares it. I once had elbowed a guy inside the bus. Inside the bus while I was traveling. Initially, I thought, okay, honest mistake, maybe hand would have touched because two-seater it was. But later I understood he was acting. Hand was going in all the wrong areas. I mean, not that it literally went, but about to go. Obviously, what I did, okay, नाटक तो दोनों तरफ हो सकते हैं. Patak, one knock. One knock. He woke up, I woke up, I gave one look. Then he was like, he kept quiet. He held his face like that and he kept to the other side. That is the other thing that I want to tell to all the girls or boys also. React immediately, don't freeze. When you go to any place, be on your alert. Tell it to yourself. Stay alert, stay alert, stay alert. Tell it to yourself inside your mind. What will happen is all your 5 senses will be in an alert mode. Even while you are sleeping, you won't go to deep sleep. You will be fully alert. Understand that. Talk very loudly over the phone as if you are going to meet somebody, going to reach somewhere. The person whom you are going to meet is about to meet you. Talk, act, fake it. Do anything that is necessary to show yourself that you're super strong. Inside, you will be scared. But why should you show it to the world? Clear, people? Supreme Court and surrogacy. Article is very simple. One couple has basically filed a case in the court. They already have a child, but they cannot have second child because of health complication. Now the second child they want through surrogacy. But the surrogacy law, if you see, surrogacy law actually doesn't allow surrogacy for those couples who already have a child. So Supreme Court is now going to reconsider this. See, that is the point. Don't travel alone in a cab. As much as possible, use public transport. I will tell again and again. Boy, men, this thing doesn't matter. Please understand, even when Nirbhaya gang rape took place, before that gang rape had taken place, a carpenter had entered that bus where he was smashed, beaten to a pulp. 8,000 rupees, which he had, mehnat ki kamai. Mehnat ki kamai, that is how much he would have saved after all his expenses, etc. 8,000 rupees he had saved to take it home to his family. That 8,000 rupees, mobile phone, watch, his belt, everything, even his sandals were chorified. Sab chori ho gaya, and he was thrown onto the road. I'm not denying that what happened with Nirbhaya was bad, but another man was attacked that night. People who have decided to attack, they don't differentiate between man or woman. Keep it in mind. So wherever, whenever you step out, backup plan. Always keep it in mind. Clear? Correct? Why they need a... Who asked this question, by the way? Are their personal choice now. They want to have one more child. They have the money. They want a more bigger family. What is wrong in that? Now, PF guidelines have changed slightly. Wow. PF guidelines have changed. That is, 13 rules have been merged. 3 categories. For 3 reasons, you can take out the money. Essential, housing, special reasons. Withdrawal from both the shares. Withdrawal from both the shares means you can withdraw from employee share and employer share. That is your share as well as your employer's share. But now it is a minimum rule that 25% balance has to be kept there. Full withdrawal is only possible after 12 months you have been unemployed. Full. 75% is allowed immediately. Pension also is allowed only after 36 months. That is complete withdrawal only after 36 months. Mr. Appu 562, please don't get involved here. What's a kukri? Kukri is a knife used by the Gorkhas. One slash and that's it, you are done. Immediate appointment with God. Very good. Very good answer, Mr. Pradyuman. For marriage or housing after 1 year. Education and illness limits have been eased. Emergency withdrawal 2 times a year has been allowed. See, adoption is different, right? Anji 018. Adoption means ultimately you will not get that feeling of it is your coon. Taragasi, the advantage is what? It is your blood. It is just that the fertile egg is from another mother. That's it. The egg is being placed in another mother, but the coon is it is your blood. The DNA comes from you. That is the point. Clear? Ensure service continuity, higher returns, financial stability. Yeah, that's it. So changes in that. AI regulation. Draft IT rules amendment, electronics and IT ministry. Mandatory labeling of AI generated synthetic content. That is at up to 10% screen area. Now it is one constant headache. Constant headache to actually identify AI generated videos. Because the moment you see some videos these days, it is like immediately it will strike you, AI. Getting the point? So a new bill, draft IT rules 2021 amendment, electronics and IT ministry. Feedback has been kept open till 6 November 2025. That was till yesterday. Financial Action Task Force. Financial Action Task Force basic purpose is to prevent. One is obviously money laundering, the other being terror financing. These are the two major things. So FATF has come out with a publication which is called Asset Recovery Guidance and Best Practices. And this report, who has contributed very well to this report is Enforcement Directorate. Alright, that is the only current affair that you need to remember from there. QS World University Rankings. QS World University Rankings talks about the quality of the World University Rankings. Alright. Blood is thicker than water. Radhe Radhe. Oh, wonderful. Oh, Arun Kumar, US. Adoption is not consanguineous, just a final. Oh, nice. I also keep a small knife and pepper spray too. आरुषि, बाजार में ऐसे खिलौने बहुत ज्यादा मिलते हैं, लेकिन उसको चलाने के लिए कलेजा चाहिए. Knife also, I'm telling you one thing. Knife, don't go for the stab. The bones, etc. are so strong where when you try to stab, what will happen is the knife will remain stuck and your hand will slide down and then it will end up cutting you. Okay, don't go for stab when you're using a knife. Slash. Like that. Alright, that is what you need. Main marunga. Don't do that. Go the extra mile. Don't say main marunga. First cut, then talk. Sunil Shettiya. Ayyo, Samarth, I was trying for Sunny Deol. QS World University Rankings. So in this World University Rankings, as usual, China has improved their ranking. Alright. China has improved their ranking and we have went down in our ranking. Obviously, abdomen area, that is where all the puppy fat is there. Getting the point here. All the puppy fat is there in the stomach area. And don't go for the head because you have to raise your hand. Don't go for this area because you have rib cage. Cut diagonally. Pachak. It is near your waist area. Getting the point. Clear? Total universities rank 1526. From China, 394 universities. 259 entered this year. In India, 294 universities. This year, 132 entered, which is a record high. Top 100. China has 25 universities in the top 100. India has only 7. IIT Delhi was ranked 59th. Its rank has come down. From 44th, it came down to 59. IISc Bangalore, IIT Madras, IIT Bombay, Kharagpur, Kanpur, University of Delhi. These are the other things. That is also true. Delhi University down from 81. IISc down from 62. IIT Madras down from 56. Clear? Then regional leaders, if you see, predominantly from Hong Kong, Singapore and China. Next thing is cybercrime. Cybercrime, again in this article, few things to understand. Digital arrest, you know, people basically telling that at the pelvic area. Why we go down in ranking? Quality has gone down, Jayashree. That is the reason. Second child through. We will see. So the other thing, let me tell you, this particular thing, cybercrime again. What is digital arrest? Do you know what is a digital arrest? People basically telling that we are from the CBI, we are going to place you under digital arrest, and people getting scared by it. Digital arrest, when somebody calls you next time, na, basically tell, Aja beta aja, I am here. Tam hai to aakar arrest kar dikha. Because if a CBI, ED, NIA, crime branch, anybody wants to arrest you, they'll come where you are, pick you up. Like how they pick a small chick, Murgas baita ya beti, how they pick a small chick, like that they'll pick you and they'll take you and go. They will not call you and tell you digital arrest hone wala hai. Number one. Always keep it in mind. When these people call, please have an entertainment, a gala entertainment. So aisa mat karo, all that. One fellow, what he did, very intelligent fellow, what he did was that he made this digital arrest people to send him 8,000 rupees or something. 8,000 rupees, because he said that I will send you money, but I need the gold. What I have pledged is there in a bank. If I get 8,000, I will get that gold from there. That idiot who was about to do his digital arrest, he sent him 8,000. Getting the point here. This is one thing. The other thing being, obviously, scam compound. The scam compound again is basically to all the boys out here. You may find various Facebook ads, Instagram ads talking about jobs in Singapore as a call center BPO employee, Singapore, Malaysia, etc. For the love of God, don't apply for it. They will keep 3 levels of interview. They will check your English. You will also feel, yes, they will say your English is fantastic and fantabulous and bombastic and all. You will also feel great. Starting salary, they will say 50,000 to 80,000 rupees. They will call you to the airport also. But in the airport, they'll take away your passport. They'll say that we need to process the visa, everything. That will be your first blunder. Second blunder is to getting into the flight, because that flight is not going to any Singapore or Malaysia. It will be going to Laos, Cambodia or Myanmar. From there, the car will take you to a remote area, which is generally border area, where police, anything, nothing will be there. Then they will keep you inside a building. Deny food, deny toilet facilities, everything. And what is your job? Yes, it is a call center job only, but basically to fool Indians. They will give you a list of phone numbers. You're supposed to call them and cheat them. Somehow take money from them. It can be a digital arrest or, hi, मैं अमिताभ बच्चन कौन बनेगा करोड़पति से बात कर रहा हूँ. Anything like that. So that is the scam there. And you cannot escape from that because your passport is with them. Now you need to get the passport back, means you will have to pay them money. That is, they will ask you to contact your home in India and ask them to send money, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, whatever. Once that money receives, you get the passport, you come back. That is scam compound. Then it is pig butchering. Pig butchering is very simple. Pig butchering simply means basically a girl will contact you, who will not give a video call and all. She will just contact you. And then suddenly she will start sharing her personal information, emotional, this thing. She will be very understanding. She'll start, why you didn't have your breakfast today? This is not done. If you really love me, you should have your breakfast on time. Why you didn't sleep properly? Suddenly you will also feel, Arey, wow, so much of interest this female is showing. Then one day she will ask you, please come online. I want to see you. And the men here will think that, yes, this female wants to see my 10-month pregnant belly, where my chest is sagging down and it is almost looking like female breasts. I don't have a single hair on my head. That this female want to see. Getting the point here? So whenever you get a call or a message from a female, it directly comes to you. Go check your face in the mirror. Wash your face properly. Wash the mirror properly with Chandrika soap. Then see yourself. Then you're like, for ye chehra, that female. Impossible. So why it is called pig butchering is first emotional atyachar. All the noises also, correct noises they will make. And then slowly you will also feel, wow, hame attention mil raha hai, finally. Then like just like how they feed a pig. Fatten the pig. Once the pig is really fat, then go for the kill. That is the point here. Clear? This is the point. Natural farming. Two schemes here. See, point here, let me tell you. I could have just read it out. Or I can deliver it in such a way that you will remember it for the rest of your life. I would prefer the second category. For that, even if I should do cabaret dance here also, I am ready to do that. Just to make that point inside your head etched permanently. That is the purpose here. Clear? Natural farming. Himachal Pradesh has come out with a scheme called Prakritik Kheti Kushal Kisan Yojana, where 3.3 lakh farmers have been trained, 2 lakh are practicing it, and in an area of 38,437 hectares. All right. They have also increased the MSP price for maize, wheat, turmeric, whichever are grown using natural farming techniques. From where you got this acting skills, sir? பிறந்த டைமில் இருந்து இருக்கு. I am expecting because I heard that Karan Johar these days are hiring bad actors for all his movies. Karan Johar, Yash Chopra, pathetic scripts and bad acting they want. So I am hoping that they will watch this video somehow and hire me also. Cassava or tapioca, kappa you call it, tapioca chips you call it. It is grown basically in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. But this cassava is basically facing issues from a bug called cassava mealy bug. It is a fat bug which eats into the leaves, affecting the output of the plant. So going for chemical pesticides and fertilizers is very expensive for the farmer. So what Indian Council of Agricultural Research and NBAIR decided was they will release a wasp called Anagyrus lopezi. Anagyrus lopezi. This Anagyrus lopezi means it is a wasp. Wasp is something like, let us say, it is like a honeybee only. Looks like a honeybee, but there is no honey. No honey at all. It is a wasp. So what this thing will do is, it will go and lay eggs inside this mealy bug. And inside that mealy bug, that eggs, what they will do, they'll slowly come out and it will start eating the bug from inside out. Again, an example of natural farming only, because you're not using any chemical pesticides, nothing here. And what has happened? Has it been successful? Absolutely yes. And this wasp does not create any other issue. So this has actually improved the productivity. We have been able to deal with this cassava mealy bug. Yields became normal by 2023-24. Chemical sprays ended, soil and biodiversity was restored. எப்படி இருக்க சார்? ஃபேண்டாஸ்டிக்கா இருக்கேன் ஜி. I forget the article through which sharing of personal information is considered legal. As in Digital Personal Data Protection Bill, that one. Even if the amount of 10 to 15 lakhs is given, they will never come back, because they might have all. Illa, they will come back. Many have come back like that. Many have come back, and through a joint operation between India, Myanmar, they were able to rescue around 500 Indians who were caught like this in Myanmar. Seen their place and hideout. Abhijita, You are in a foreign country, that too in Myanmar, where surrounding you only trees will be there and only this is the building there. Inside a deep forested area, only this building is there. Trust me, it is not something where you can, find there are directions. Yes, take a left here and you will reach the main building where we are conducting the scam. No signboards and all are there. Clear? This data is relevant. Absolutely, dear. Soy trouble. So soya bean, again, to all the vegetarians. So vegetarians generally tell, soy is just like chicken. No, soy is just like rubber or jute. Wet jute bag. Bite into it, that is the same taste here. And I don't know why will even people buy it or cook it. Because it is a total wastage of time and a total wastage of resources. Whatever resources you use to cook soy, you can use it to cook a nice chicken curry or a mutton curry. But people actually go for this. Point here is there is low demand. Number one. Number two, cost of US soy is less than Indian soy. That means export is also out of the question here. Number three, even though there is an MSP, minimum support price is there, but there is no law right that the state should buy soy. Because it is not that soya bean is an important part of our diet. Our important part of our diet is what? Rice, wheat, sugar. Rice, wheat, sugar, these are the three main important things. Rice we need, chapatis we need, sugar also we need. Without that, we won't survive. Getting the point here. So, this is where we largely focus on. Other crops, even though MSP is announced, there is no law saying that states should buy it. So, many a times what happens is this MSP is what? It is not given. It is not even provided. Farmers don't even get a return. As a result of which, most of the farmers are stopping soy and switching over to other crops. The only advantage with soy is from soya bean you can get oil. Then in some cases you also have soya milk is there, soya flavored milk, which is a very rich source of protein again. But only very few farmers have access to this. So again, out of the question. മലയാളത്തിൽ ഇപ്പം എന്ത് പറയാനാ മോനെ? Acha. I'll try to put it up. 2-year classes. Pulses and oils, as in Arushi, put it up in full. Soy has high protein. No, goes with, see, just because something has high protein, will you eat it? Getting the point here. Some taste should be there. Some taste. Otherwise, simply, why will anybody put it in their mouth? Protein, hey, why will you do? Getting the point. Bitter gourd is the right. Bitter gourd. Very rich in vitamins, very rich in minerals. But why will anybody eat it? Why will they eat it? It is, you eat bitter gourd, you're never going to get diabetes in your life. I will write and give it to you. If you eat bitter gourd. But your life also will become very, very bitter. When you eat it only, you will feel all the color in your life has gone away. Clear? Coming to railways. Railways have tested the first hydrogen-powered coach trial at ICF, Integrated Coach Factory. Hydrogen-powered coach. I already told you, rare earth elements, even though we have it, we have more reserve. Let me be honest. Let me give you this data here. As far as rare earth elements, reserves are concerned. Reserves. India has more than China. But we don't know how to extract it. We don't know how to process it. Because that technology we don't have. Only one country has a technology, that is China. Rare earth extraction is also a very environmentally degrading process. It is a very polluting process. And every technology is with China. And China is like, I won't give. That is China's attitude. Getting the point here. So what every country is doing is they are actually investigating hydrogen powered cells. Hydrogen powered. Why hydrogen powered? Because this anybody can develop. So if we are able to develop hydrogen powered railway, don't you think maybe in 5 or 10 years, we should be able to bring that technology into cars? And once that is done, it is the most easiest thing. See, as of now, it is risky. There is no doubt about it. Hydrogen is risky because it is a very combustible gas. But only that is the issue. Once you are able to develop it, control that aspect, the only thing that you get as a byproduct from this is water vapor. So that way it is good. Clear? Pulses and oil fall in basic. That is what basic requirement of green Dushi are you talking about? See, it is not even a made staple source. Let me tell you, vegetarians also won't eat it. That is why I told you the very first point. When there is no demand, what will government do buying it and keeping it? What will they do with it? What will they do? That is the question here. Now, I am buying something from the farmers, and if there is no demand in the market, there is no demand internationally, what will I do with this? I can use that same money for some other purpose. It is a matter, there is no, what is it? Guittari ladri, whatever. There is no clear evidence to say that ethanol blended petrol will actually bring down pollution. There is no scientific backing for it. It is helpful for every exam because I am not creating the current affair. This is from newspaper. For any exam, you need to know the current affairs, number one. But for staff selection commission, banking, railways, etc., focus more on quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, English comprehension. General awareness, it's like 50-50. But maximum, with any amount of preparation also, you will be only able to attempt maximum 15 questions. But English, logical reasoning, quant, you should secure 25 on 25. Clear? Then other details regarding it. Data, you can go through it now. Energy, rooftop and solar. Energy, rooftop and solar means so far we have only achieved 13% of 1 crore achieved. That is, our target was we will have 1 crore rooftop solar power plants. Rooftop solar power plants means on the roof of the house, you will place a solar panel. From that panel, you will get electricity. Target was 1 crore by 2027, but only we have done 13.1% now. Reason is as usual, nothing great here. 45 to 120 days delay, etc., etc. So that is the thing over here. Apart from that, again, data only. Please go through it. All right, nothing hardcore to explain there. In addition to this, what we are trying to do is we are trying to promote schemes where inside Africa. That is, one is PM Kusum, where solar pumps will be utilized because Africa is having electricity issues, so they cannot run electric pumps there. So solar pumps is a great idea in Africa. And we need to actually counter China in Africa, who is spreading their tentacles there also. Crude oil. Crude oil, the thing again, what I want to tell you here is, yeah. If international price of crude oil goes down by $1, okay, yeah, then India saves $1.6 billion. That is the reality. Every $1 reduction. What is happening? The OPEC countries are telling that the price of crude oil will increase. But International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, they are telling that price of crude oil will come down, which is actually good news for countries like India. Now, why is it so? Well, this is the prediction for next year. We will have to wait and watch. But why? What is the link with India here? So, crude oil supply as of now is much more than what the demand. Why? Why the demand is very less? Because of global economic slowdown plus electric vehicles. So there is a this thing is there. So obviously what will happen? Obviously next thing will be what? Crude oil price will decrease, correct? Crude oil price will decrease. That means India's import bill also will reduce. Because crude oil price is decreasing, import bill will reduce. Now, import bill reduces. What will happen to the current account deficit? That also will reduce. What is current account deficit? Current account deficit simply means import payments plus export earnings. Import payments always will have to pay what? Huge dollars for it. Why? Because we are importing crude oil, coal, natural gas, gold, and electronics. Whereas our export earnings, when you talk about, that is relatively less. That is, let us say, textile industry, finished gold, finished diamonds, then refined refinery products. So this is always a little less only. That means we will always have some amount of current account deficit. Always we have. Then how are we managing it? The reason why we are able to balance it is basically because of what? Two major things. One is our service sector, which earns us good dollars. Then the next one is remittances. What do you mean by remittances? Remittances are basically money sent by the Indians who are staying abroad, which is basically more than $100 billion. So these two are the two things that somehow balances our current account deficit. Otherwise, long ago, when you keep paying more dollars out, when more dollars are going outside the country, naturally what happens is rupee value will depreciate. So CAD decreases, the advantage is rupee value will improve. That means it will appreciate slightly, not that it will increase suddenly. Slightly it will appreciate. And when rupee value appreciates, then what happens? Actually, inflation also can come down slightly. When inflation comes down, cost of production comes down. When cost of production comes down, what happens? Investments can actually go up. Investments will increase. Why investments? Because cost to produce anything is less. So automatically people will invest more. So automatically investments will increase. Investments will also increase because of another reason. That is because inflation is less. What will happen? RBI will reduce the interest rate, which will again increase the investment. So investments increases. Then what happens? Growth increases. Growth increases means tax collections will increase. Tax collections increases means government's fiscal deficit will decrease. Means a reduction in CAD will eventually lead to a reduction in fiscal deficit. This is the point. Clear, people? This is the logic. This is basically around 50% to 60% of the economic syllabus. Right here, because this is your monetary policy, that is your fiscal policy, this is your external sector. Similarly, if you actually see, let us say the Indian scenario, from the other side, I'm telling you, let us say inflation starts going up. Inflation starts to increase. Cost of production increases. Cost of production increases, then what will happen? Exports will decline because the cost of your product is so costly that there will be no export demand for it. So what will happen? Exports will decrease, but your imports are still high because there is no substitute for crude oil, gold, etc. So what ends up happening is you will end up having what? A very high CAD. This is one thing. Similarly, if inflation is high, again, cost of production is high. Why? Why cost of production? Because obviously, what is it? Interest rate also the bank will increase. So again, you will have to pay high interest, so cost of production is high. Tax collections will be low, which can again lead to what? High fiscal deficit. Clear, people? Recession. Nah. Global recession is there. Clear? So this article again, inflation in fiscal space is a continuation of what I taught you. Same is the thing with trade deficit, FDI and core sector. Overall, there is a decline in foreign institutional investment. That means foreign investors investing in Indian share market. That is less. The other one, FDI is also declining. The FDI is declining means what? Foreign companies, etc. are not coming here. But how is it being so? Foreign companies not showing interest. Then why is it that Indian economy is not collapsing? The reason is, for every exit of FII, domestic investors are increasing. That means per month, if you see, more and more people are now entering into the share market and investing in SIPs, mutual funds, etc. In the case of FDI also, for every FDI exit or FDIs which are decreasing, domestic investors are showing increased confidence in the Indian economy. Investors, that is domestic companies. Clear? Current account deficit. Current account deficit means it basically shows to what extent I am importing or exporting. China has a current account surplus because it's an export surplus nation. They export more than what they import. India is a current account deficit country. Why? We buy very expensive stuff. It is not because we don't export, but we buy whatever we are buying is far more expensive than what we are exporting. USA, again, huge current account deficit. Huge. Because they hardly produce anything. Everything they are buying out. But why is it then that even though USA's current account deficit is so high, dollar is not depreciating? Dollar is not depreciating because of the international demand that is there for dollar. Internationally, dollar is the currency used for every trade. Largely. The international demand is the reason why dollar is still having high value, even though USA is a buyer, buying country. Clear? Get busy in your life, brother. That is the only solution. Then some data only. Please go through the data part. Digital transactions, again, data. Nothing hardcore there. That is digital transactions are increasing. That is the logic. UPI transactions are increasing. And with that, we have wound up our syllabus. So just let's quickly take through the data part here. First half of 2025, 12,549 crore transactions worth 1,572 lakh crore. 2019 to 2024, from 3,248 crore, it is at 20,849 crore. UPI drives more than 80% of total digital transactions. That's it. Now, any further queries? Okay, again, to my students out there of the comprehensive current affair batch. Have on word limit. You should know how many words you are filling up there. So in a page, how many words will come? You should have an idea. When you write, you should see in an A4 size paper with margins drawn on both the sides. See how many words you are putting up in a single sentence and in a paragraph. That will help you. Okay, what is the best routine? Megha, there is nothing called as a best routine. So let me tell you. Flat again, common legal aptitude test, I think, Alva, for getting into top law colleges in the country. First of all, again, it is the same cardinal rule. I know everybody will be wondering. For everything, he will say go by the PIQs. Why he will say that? Because that is the point. When you go through the previous year questions, it will clearly tell you what area you have to focus on. So I think even a section called legal awareness is also there. But apart from that, it is the same. General awareness, arithmetic ability, logical reasoning, English comprehension. I think these are the 5 sections that are there. Getting the point here. So go through that question papers first. It will tell you. Then find out for legal awareness which textbook you have to refer. Take only one textbook for each, only one book. Where you are weak, find it out. Rectify your weakness. That is the only thing you have to do here. Chinmay, just open the book and start reading. That is the only solution. Just read. Don't try to study anything, just read. How can I crack UPSC? Ranjiv, you are too early for it. How to be disciplined? Aditya, if you are not disciplined, your life will become jingalala. Even for all the people who are still in your 10th or 12th, let me tell you, from January onwards also, if you start studying, you will crack your 10th and 12th, you can do it properly. January onwards. Again, the same thing only. Take out last 5 years PYQs. All right. Go and ask your respective teachers also which chapters are most important for each. That is, for your 12th standard or 10th standard also, just ask your teachers, ma'am, just tell us which are the most important chapters. From her always questions will come. If she is a decent faculty, even if she will say, why you want to know all this? Why? Now you are interested in studying? They will give some $1 million dialogue and all. Simply listen it through this year and let it go this year. Note down those chapters. Start studying. Start studying. See, maybe everybody is thinking little about you, belittling you, thinking that, okay, this fellow, iska kuch nahi hoga, all that. Even your family, everybody. दिखा दो ना उनको कि मैं दिखाता हूं कि मैं क्या कर सकता हूं. किसी से भी मत बोलना. चुपचाप बैठकर अपने काम करना. Let the result do all the tamasha. Let the result do all the talking. January, if you start also, you can still do it. That is what I am telling you. इसका ये मतलब जनवरी तक टाइम है, so I will start in January. No. Start as early as possible. All right. Ensure that whatever is your last percentage, if it was 75, make it 85. If it is 80, make it 90. If it is 90, okay, make it 98 or 99. 100, I don't know whether it is possible. Anyway, but that is the point. Your point should be improvement of your last performance. That is the point. Ranji, please focus on your school. General awareness in SSC. Mr. No Channel G7N, I cannot help you with general awareness in SSC. Not only in SSC, in any exam, if you see SSC, banking, railways, and I don't know, whatever other exams are there. For all these exams, the problem here is with general awareness, you can get even factual questions like, who is the chairman of SEBI? Which obviously I won't be covering here in the current affair class. Because this current affair, ultimately, it is for all the, let us say, UPSC conducted exams. So there, this type of sawal will not come. That is why I am telling you, don't lose your sleep for general awareness. How much ever you prepare, out of 25, maximum you can give 15 correct questions. It is not general awareness that will decide your fate for SSC, banking or railways. It is basically what you score in English comprehension, quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning. These two, 50 out of 50 you should score. English comprehension, at least 23 out of 25. This is important if you need a fighting chance to get a decent rank. Short key numerics for remembering things like country name, etc. Kripa, the problem I will tell you. Finally, people will remember only the numeric. Not numeric, mnemonics. They won't remember the expansion. They'll be like, ayyo, this was there, but I don't know what is the expansion of it. For example, when I was teaching science and technology in offline class, once I gave them a mnemonics. Gandhi bought an XUV in the month of September. Tell a lie. Gandhi bought an XUV, that is Mahindra XUV, in month September. Tell a lie. This is what I created. What is the original expansion of it? The original expansion is gamma rays, X-ray, UV, visible. Visible again split into VIBGYOR. Infrared, microwave, short wave, television wave, audio wave, long wave. What is this? This is an order of highest in frequency. Gamma has the highest in frequency, but it is very poor. The lowest in what? Wavelength. Long wave. Long wave is lowest in frequency, but highest in wavelength. This is the order of it. This is a nearly frequently asked question in almost all the competitive exams, state service, banking, etc. So I taught this in the class. Finally, the comedy was what? The student told the same question came in state service. He came and told me, sir, this question came. I said, yeah, great. Did you answer? Sir, no, sir. I said, why? Sir, I remembered Gandhi bought an XUV in the month of September, tell a lie. But I didn't know what is X, what is U, what is V. I ended up pulling my hair. Getting the point? सब पेट का वास्ते अभिजीता, all is पेट का वास्ते. Rakin Hassan, please focus on your need first. Please focus on your need first. UPSC is बाद में, need first. Get into college first. How to increase memory power? Please reply. You cannot increase memory power to increase. See, generally, let me tell you, 3-4 things which you need. When people say focus, 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 now the point here is reduce jealousy. Reduce your revenge mentality. Next thing is what? These two only are main. The other one which I cannot tell to you is reducing anger. That also you should reduce. But again, anger is something like, for example, I have anger issues. So if you reduce this, great. So these feelings you shouldn't have inside your head. As long as those negative emotions are there, any work you try to focus on, you won't be able to focus. That is a scientifically proven fact. Check this out. Focus will come absolutely. Yeah, hatred also. Revenge, hate, all that. And scheming, you know, वो अगर ऐसा कहोगे तो फिर मैं ऐसा कहूंगा, फिर वो ऐसा सोचोगे तो मैं ऐसा सोचूंगा, and then boom. Don't do that also. Getting the point. Don't scheme too much. Like I say, see, either you forgive and forget, और जो मन में आ गया वहीं के वहीं बोल दो, छोड़ दो. Tell it then and there. That is the best thing to do. Brahma Pushpi. What is that? I don't know. What to do? Remember all things. Keep reading it. Other than that, nothing else to do. Kripa. There is no solution and all for this. There is no magic pill. But, oh wow, ab mujhe mera pichle janam bhi yaad aa gaya. No, there is nothing like that. You have to keep reading. Keep reading. Keep reading. Other than that, nothing else is there. Harshita, if it is your first attempt, focus only on UPSC now. Focus on attending all the classes, no backlogs, take down all the notes. Anytime you get a free time, practice answer writing. Getting the point? When you get a free time, otherwise, read your notes. Today's class is over, read it. Or at least tomorrow morning. Now, today it is already 9:57. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, quickly try to go through the notes or whatever it is. That is what you do. Getting the point? Don't study anything now. Don't study because you, no matter how much hard you try, you're not going to remember all the facts, all the figures. So what you do, keep reading. Daily read, daily write. That's it. When you get time, practice answer writing. Worst case scenario, first attempt, you don't want to give. Let us say you don't want to give 26 or you don't want to give 27 because you've only taken down the notes, you're not done answer writing. Or you gave your attempt, you didn't clear. Then what do? Now you start giving other exams. Parallelly, what you will do, you will only write the PYQ. Previous year questions of GS 1, 2, 3, 4, your optional and your essay. This is the strategy. Clear? I already answered that Dhanush Kumar B2596. I already answered that a little while ago. Please rewind the video and watch. Any tips to win debate competition? Yeah, there is a wonderful tip which we can learn from the opposition. Never speak with any fact. Keep telling a lie 1,000 times where you will also feel that it is the truth. Debate competition, on a serious note, debate competitions are won only on the basis of two things. How assertive you are, how confidently you are speaking, and with data and with facts. That is what it is. How to wake up early, keep an alarm. How to stop caring what others say and how to control emotions. See, it is very simple. Will you allow somebody to touch your body without your permission? Will you now allow anybody to touch your body without your permission? No, right? Then why are you allowing them to touch your mind? When people say something, you know why you're getting hurt. Somewhere you know it is the truth. That maybe somewhere you're also feeling, okay, maybe I am useless. Maybe I am good for nothing. Maybe I am wasting my parents' money. That is why you are feeling it. Ulta, if you're confident that no, I'm not wasting my parents' money. No, I know I can come up in life. No, I'm confident that I will do something good with my life. You won't feel it. Nobody can make you feel inferior without your permission. Simple. Don't think too much. See, whoever is telling that now we are procrastinating, etc. I will tell you, at least start doing some tuition. You are procrastinating or you are finding time to think about मेरे सासू माँ ने मुझसे ऐसा बोला, मेरी मौसी ने मुझसे ऐसा कहा, मेरी बड़ी बुआ ने ऐसा बोला. All that you are able to do because you are having plenty of time in your hand. So what you need to do is you should focus on doing something where you get some money. Minimum start doing this. Minimum. Start earning some money. Boys also, I will tell you, at least you don't go and sell chai. But at least, go take a shop for rent. Take a shop for rent. Hire 2-3 people. Hire 2-3 people or one person there. Start selling chai and samosa. Be a middleman. Zomato, Swiggy, Ola, Uber. What is the commonality between all of them? Zomato owner does not own even a single restaurant. What has he done? He has just connected the customers and the hotel and the restaurants. Same goes for Ola. You also do the same thing. Bring the people who will drink tea with the people who will make tea. You be the owner. You're an entrepreneur now. But log kya kahenge? Chai bejne wala. Starbucks, Tata is also selling chai. But nobody calls Ratan. Nobody called Ratan Tata. Hey, he's a bloody chai wala. Nobody used to call him that because it was Starbucks. So, it is the easiest business where you can make money. I'm telling you. And it'll make you what? Independent also, focused also. So, that is how you bring discipline into your life. You have too much of time in your hand. Start earning money, people. Any magazine is fine. Even our magazine is fine. Grade A notification is out. See, preparing for NABARD grade. If this is your first attempt, Nitin, then I would say give it a skip as of now. Because your classes, everything will be going on. Now it is not a right time to actually think about a parallel exam. Especially because NABARD, etc. You need to keep practicing maths a lot. So I would suggest you that if it is your first attempt, give it a skip. If you have already made the notes, everything, then go ahead, give it full-fledged. Irfan Malik, get the PYQ, start studying according to the PYQ topics. Wake up early, start doing your job. Love you. Oh, Mamta Devi. How to memorize long answers, keep reading it. How to develop English alone, keep talking it. How to be consistent in life. Like I told you, start getting into a job. Go for a job or start earning your own money. Take tuitions. Do something where you are earning money. Honest money, not bemani ka paisa. Let's look in your surrounding what is needed there. Think, invest in that. Money is always good. Money can bring peace. Money can bring happiness. Oh, and GS syllabus along with the notes making. Then Nitin, please go ahead and give it full-fledged. If current affairs is the only class you're attending right now, then do one thing. What is it? From till the notification is out. Fill the form, give the exam. Don't tell it to anybody. Don't tell it even to your parents. Don't even tell it to your Atma, your soul also. Don't even tell it to God. Silently sit and prepare. Clear? Why are you ignoring my comments? What was your comment? You are whoever is telling that. Are you even seeing this? Are you even seeing the chat section? I should be given an award for even being able to read so fast. Da bonu. അതും പോയി. Some nasty things are popping up again now. You are going for SSB and nasty things are popping up inside your head. Oof. Again, what to tell you, brother? Make your life busy. Same logic. And start working out. You're going to SSB, right? There will be a medical test, a physical test is there, endurance test is there. Please start jogging. Please start sweating out. Make your body strong. When is the exam, Nitin? When is the NABARD exam? I answered it. For all your laziness, procrastination, unwanted thinking, etc., only one solution. Start earning. Please start loving money. Your parents may say, no, don't work. We will fund you, support you. Earn. Silently earn. Earn money. How many years to become IFS, sir? Please reply on this. Fake Nishant, whatever. Fake Nishant, please focus on your JEE first. You're still an aspirant only. Get into a nice college. Complete your degree. Get a campus placement. Then let us think about UPSC. PYQs are always important. Whichever exam you are going to write, please refer the PYQs first. Nitin, it is in 20th December. Hardly what 1 month and 20 days. This 1 month and 20 days, if you sit and prepare for RBI grade B, it is not at all going to affect your this thing, UPSC preparation. My word of advice, drop everything, focus only on RBI grade B. Focus completely on RBI grade B, you must crack it. Because worst case scenario, in case you don't crack it also, you would have prepared well enough to give other exams like SSC, banking, railways. So one or the other thing you will crack. Prepare from childhood. See, this is all this industry has created. Back in my time and all, it was basically from graduation. Then I heard it became 10th, 11th and 12th. Then it became 10th, then 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th. In another few years, they will basically tell, if you are pregnant, come and join our coaching academy so that your child will learn, even in the womb, about UPSC. That will be the next nonsense that they will say. Please, for the love of God, enjoy your school days, make good friends, make good memories, go propose a few girls in your classroom, get nice slaps from them, get some beatings from their father also. Then your friends will make fun of you, create nice memories. Then think about UPSC and all later. Don't ever prioritize that I want to be the youngest officer in the country. And then you will do what, man? What will you do being the youngest officer? You need to know how to handle people, right? One person comes and tells you something. From that dialogue, you should be able to know whether this person is proper or not. You should be able to make a judgment call right there. So that is the point. My friends and mentors, Gaddam Kovela, let me tell you, statistically speaking also, people who earn or people who are in jobs, they tend to clear this exam more. They tend to clear this exam more. The only difference is that they may be cracking it maybe 25 or 26 or in their 27th age. So media also will not focus on them much. They would have finished their coaching like maybe in 21, 22. Afterwards, they were all working. Media will always go behind that one case where, 5 years she didn't do anything other than UPSC. And in her 5th attempt, finally she cracked. She never worked. This story they will sell. Because that sells. That story sells. Then parents will think, yes, 5 years, let my son not do anything. Let him sit and study in one room. My daughter also, let her become Buddhi. Let her also not. I mean, son also will become Buddha, definitely. So this is what is it. I have met people who have cracked this exam because they had a plan B. ISRO scientist. Cracked it. IPS. Female. Never cracked. That is my senior, my ex-senior again. What is it? First 4 attempts. Didn't even crack prelims. Went and did post-graduation abroad. married, had a kid, started working. Last one attempt was there. He was like, okay, let me simply try. Prelims, mains, interview, everything she cleared. She had got IPS, but she took up IRS. Understand very clearly. Because let me tell you, if your first attempt doesn't happen right, every other time, the only thought that will be there in your head when you see a prelims question paper is, what if I don't clear this time? क्या करूंगा मैं, क्या करूंगा मैं? बाकी सब लोग निकल गए. मेरा वो दोस्त, वो डैश फेलो, दैट लोफर who always used to never study, उसका भी जिंदगी बन गया. मैं क्या कर रहा हूं? Oh my God, my life is like this. You will start all that self pity. बिचारा में. That is what you will end up. Or you'll end up being that Didi or Bhaiya of old Rajendra Nagar or Mukherjee Nagar. So much of knowledge. And then you will say, system corrupt hai. Pura system bigad gaya hai. The new aspirants also, Bhaiya ko sab malum hai. Understand it very clearly. Praveen, again the same thing. 3 classes I know. See, obviously 3 classes are there everywhere. Offline center, online center, everywhere. Only thing to do is what? Read the notes. Immediately the class is over, take a coffee, and as you sip the coffee, read the note. Make a coffee at your home. Keep a kettle ready. Pour it. Nescafe. If you're okay with black coffee like that, or put some sugar because let it be a little sweet. As you sip the coffee, keep reading the note. Keep reading. Close it, then go off to sleep. Have your food, go off to sleep. That's it. Yeah, breakup taught me not to trust girls. Focus on studies or make money. People, if you are from poor family, up to let us say lower middle class, definitely you should study. You should study for what? To get into a job first. Anything other than that you're planning to do, like some competitive exam and all, get into a job first, then do your preparation. Lower middle class to upper middle class, where the family will say that we are ready to fund you. Fine. It is okay. Let the family say that. But if you're planning for UPSC, after your first attempt, give every other exam. Don't tell your family because they will say no. अगर UPSC है तो सब कुछ है. UPSC नहीं तो कुछ भी नहीं. You give every exam. After you get the selection, then decide whether to join or not. Not before that. Understand that very clearly. This is the logic. Your first attempt is over. Your family is in need of money. Your father is about to retire. There is no other alternate income. Khandani, Jayadat, property and all is not there. Get into a job. As simple as that. Job, etc. is not an option. At least start taking tuitions, people, so that you can take care of your expenses at least. Quality, not quantity. Kripa. How many hours to sleep? Your family is very intelligent, Miss Anji 1018. Residential program. I have no idea, Abhishek Singh, which residential program you're talking about. Scarifying sleep. People, few things. Sleep at least for 6 to 7 hours. Workout 30 to 45 minutes. Eat on time. Anywhere between 1 to 2 liters of water, depending upon in which city you are or which state you are. These things are minimum bare essentials. The other thing what they talk about, I did not eat, I did not drink, I did this, did that, that anybody will do when the exam is around the corner. From day 1 onwards, don't try to sacrifice your sleep because you can only do it up to a certain level. After a point, your body will crash. So minimum health you need to do anything in life. Would you tell your UPSC journey? I have already told this 1,000 times, Omkar. I've already said this. blunders that I made. I have already said this. Till my 4 attempts got over, I never gave other exams. First blunder. Second blunder. Teaching came behind. I rejected. I always used to get these calls for teaching because this is not something I started doing yesterday. In my 12th standard exam also, my friends used to come to my home. I used to teach them. I used to teach people even in my engineering days also. My same batchmates only. So teaching is something मेरे लिए बाएं हाथ का खेल है. I know I can tell things to people. I don't have a stage fright or etc. I can make people understand things. The back then also teaching opportunities used to come behind me. I will reject it. No. UPSC ही करना है. UPSC करना है. After my 4th attempt also got over, I was not having a single rupee in my pocket and I started getting worried now. Ab kya? So what I used to think was more biggest blunder of all. More reference rather than revision. These are the 3 most important blunders that I did. Next thing, attempt after attempt I was getting stuck in a loop. I should have taken a break. Especially after my attempt in 2016, where I had gone till the interview and I didn't get into the service or the rank list. I wouldn't say service, the rank list by 19 marks. I didn't enter. I should have taken a break because I really went into my mental state actually went down. I should have come out of it, taken a break, did some other things in my life, then came back. Next blunder. So all these were the major blunders that I did. That is why I am also telling you the same thing. Because my parents also told me, yes, we will fund you, we will fund you, we will fund you. But again, I am not the only son in the family. We are 4 actually. My brother, who is 6 years younger to me, in the same year where I went to the interview board, he cracked SSB and he ended up becoming military officer. Today he is a Major Hari Ram. So he cracked the SSB interview. So obviously, right, that comparison is bound to come. So that added even more pressure to me because my brother, who is 6 years younger to me, he is now in the army. That's it. So all this affected mental state, everything went for a toss. So those are the reasons. That is why I keep telling you, don't do this blunder again. Don't do this blunder. Understand that. Prepare, Shekhar Muthu. Be aspirant, so study well. What else? I come from medical field. Which subject is best for options, sir? You should find it out now, Kripa. Medical field means which field? Are you a doctor? If you're a doctor means then go for medical science only. See, all these are, there is nothing called as this many mock tests and all. First you do all that last 20, I mean, all the prelims, PYQs from 2013 onwards. Then give 1 or 2 mock tests. 1 mock test from one academy, another from another academy. Okay, I don't know that. Pull out and start teaching after 2016. No, because fear got frozen. I started teaching only. Once again, I joined back with half heart in 2018. 2019, I started going full swing. 2019, I started going full swing, I can say. Because I was again and again, no, UPSC and all that. Because brother became army officer. So I was like, he is in uniform. How can I be in a job where I don't have uniform? All those stupid thoughts. So Miftaul Haq, it is not a difficult thing. It is just that you are not capable of self-discipline because you are in the control of your time. That is why I am telling you, you give that control somewhere else. How do you do that? By getting into a job. So now you have to be at a place at a certain time. You're taking tuition also, you need to prepare and deliver there at a certain time. That will bring discipline. Read again and again and again. Workout, workout, workout. Exercise, people. See, I'm telling you, exercise will take care of the other issues, whatever you have. Sweat it out. If you are not in Delhi and other surrounding areas where the air quality is pathetic, please go for a jog. Walk, get sunlight, etc. Or otherwise, also, if you are feeling this very low, I'm telling you, this is medically proven again. India actually has a vitamin D crisis. Vitamin D deficiency crisis is there. Please get your vitamin D levels checked. Because it is said that if your vitamin D levels are very low, you will have depressive thoughts. You will feel very low. You won't feel energy, enthusiasm, nothing. Even waking up in the morning will be very difficult for you. Please check this. There is no best timetable and all. Timetable, whatever you make according to your daily routine, that is the best timetable. Sahil Danik, if you don't try to follow my accent, I make a lot of pronunciation mistakes. I make a lot of grammar mistakes. Please understand. If my siblings, my sister and all, who is actually having an MA in literature and linguistics, etc., if she hears my English, she will faint and fall. So please don't follow me. Exactly, Ayushi. Why? Who said that? Pad varna mar jayega. Marega nahi. If you don't study, it is not that you will die. Understand? Life will become difficult. Life will become more and more difficult. Getting the point? That is all. Life will become very difficult. You have education, you're armed with a degree. You need to ensure that the degree helps you go up in life. Whatever you do in life, see if by doing this, whether I can improve my life standard. My quality of life, will it improve or not? Just answer that one question. Go. No problem. Boards, Aditya. First year boards. Exercise, Shegar Muthu. Exercise. Self-doubt, exercise. Depressed, exercise. For everything, exercise. Start exercising. थोड़ा बहुत muscle बढ़ेगा ना. When you start seeing it in the mirror that your muscles are looking good. Dole shole ban gaya na. Will automatically have that. And grow a mustache also. Little bit of beard. Keep doing this. Even when others say, you're trying also, keep doing this. Keep that attitude on your face. People will think, ghamand dekho us kamine ka. It's okay. I only know what is the reality, right? Let the world think that I'm a kamina. Who cares? So that is all that is there. I mean, what else to say? Temporary. Whatever setbacks you're talking about is temporary. Whatever victory you're talking about is temporary. Life is just a journey. ऊपर नीचे चलता ही रहेगा. That is what it is. Good night, people. I think we'll call it a day now. മലയാളത്തിൽ ഒരു മാസ് ഡയലോഗ് പറയാമോ? വിജയ കൃഷ്ണ. ശരി, I will say it. I will end it up with a couple of dialogues because you see, my fans are demanding it. എടാ മക്കളെ, ഒരു കാര്യത്തിലും തളരരുത്. ഓക്കെ, ഒന്നും കണ്ട് ടെൻഷൻ അടിക്കരുത്, അയ്യോ എന്നും പറഞ്ഞിട്ട്. ഓൾ റൈറ്റ്, എന്തുണ്ടെങ്കിലും നോക്കാം, വരട്ടെ, വരുന്നിടത്ത് വെച്ച് കാണാം. അതെപ്പോഴും അത് മെയിൻറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്യുക. ഒന്നും കണ്ട് ത്രില്ലും അടിക്കരുത്, ഒന്നും കണ്ട് വിഷമിക്കരുത്. തമിഴ് വേർഷൻ எந்த விஷயத்திலையும் கவலைப்படக்கூடாது. எந்த விஷயத்திலையும் ஓவராக சந்தோஷப்படவும் கூடாது. எது வந்தாலும் சரி, பார்த்துக்கலாம், வாடா பார்த்துக்கலாம், நான் இங்கே இருக்கேன், என்ன பண்ணுவேன், அந்த ஒரு ஆட்டிடியூடு வைக்கணும். அப்படியே இருக்கட்டும். ಕನ್ನಡ ಯಾವ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಬೇಡಿ. ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ವಿಷಯ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ವಿಷಯ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಏನೋ ಕನ್ನಡ ಗತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಏನು ಏನೋ ಏಯ್ ಯಾಕೆ, ಅದೇ ಆ ಗತ್ತು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾರು ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಅಲ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಗತ್ತ ಇರಬೇಕು. हिंदी वर्षन कोई भी मुसीबत ज़िंदगी में अगर आएगा तो भी कभी भी डरना मत, कभी भी टेंशन भी मत लेना. कुछ भी होगा तो एक ही एटीट्यूड मेंटेन करना है, आजा देख लेगा, क्या कर लेगा तू. अंदर से रो रहा होगा लेकिन बाहर मत दिखाना, ठीक है. फाइनली टू द न्यूट्रल क्राउड, वॉट एवर हैपन्स इन योर लाइफ, डोंट एवर टेक स्ट्रेस. Always maintain the attitude that bring it on, brother. I'm standing right here. Cry inside. Laugh loudest in the room. Your laugh should be the loudest in the room. Your tears, only two people should be witness to it. One is your pillow, the other is your bathroom. Nobody else should see your tears. Got the point here, people? So let's call it a day. Telugu. Telsilla. I'm sorry. All right, people. Take care. God bless you all.